The following is a presentation of Eagle Radio and Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. The basketball game of the week is on the air now.
Welcome in to Chapman's District Gymnasium for the last day of the Irish Classic here. A couple of games going on the varsity level here at the same time, both streaming live with video free of charge on salinapost.com. And that is brought to you by all of our great sponsors, including the presenting sponsor for the Irish Classic Tournament, Kirsten Ross, Realtor with Homefront Real Estate Group. She is always so great in supporting of area athletes, especially those at Chapman High School and the Irish Classic. Our game here in this gym, in the District Gymnasium, I think they still call it the main gym here in Chapman, is the Rossville Bulldogs against the Chapman Irish, or as we like to refer to them, and they like to refer to themselves as the Rossville Dogs. So we have the girls game first, guys game second, and the other gym just right across the Commons area here at Chapman Sporting Facility. Sacred Heart plays Kansas City Bishop Ward. That should be a couple of good games over there too. I think maybe the highlight of today might be that guys game between Sacred Heart and Bishop Ward. Of course, all four of these games, two girls games, two guys games on the varsity level, streaming live on salinapost.com, free of charge, and it's brought to you by Kirsten Ross, Realtor with Homefront Real Estate Group, and of course, Salina Regional Health Center Sports Medicine. The rest of this game here on the girls' side, we're about 3.5 minutes away from the tip-off of this one, and it looks to be maybe a competitive game. We'll see what Chapman can bring out here on the court. One thing we know when we see the Rossville ladies is they are almost the definition of a basketball machine, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they are a group that we saw here in this tournament a year ago. They defeated Chapman last year, 83-40. Their first game this year, they did not change that plan. By the way, they beat Kansas City Bishop Ward in their first game of this tournament on Tuesday night, 89-9. But give a lot of credit to the Sacred Heart Lady Knights, because last night they tangled with this Rossville team in a close game. Rossville still got the victory to move to 3-0 on the season, 2-0 on the season, but it was a 7-point game. Sacred Heart stuck around, 57-50 the final on that. And when you look at Rossville, you got to look at the two main players, both underclassmen, one a junior in Riley Dick, the other one a sophomore in Nora Burdick. They are sensational, and so far in the first two games this season, they have not scored, either one of them, below 20 points.
Yeah, and last year, you know, you go back as a freshman and a sophomore, averaging over 15, almost 16 points a game for both of those young ladies. And when you return, you know, your guard play like that is a freshman and sophomore, and now a sophomore and junior, and this dynamic duo that has been for the Dogs is just sensational to watch.
Again, the games going on in the other gym will be Sacred Heart out of Salina and also Bishop Ward out of Kansas City as they get ready to tip off also at 1 o'clock. It was a little bit of a strange circumstance, and I'm not really sure why, but we get an email yesterday afternoon about this time that said that they were going to move the games up. They were projected to start at 2 o'clock. It instead went to 1 o'clock, and I think everybody has made the adjustment. We got all the referees, all the video and radio crews all together, and we're all ready to go here, looking forward to a good day of basketball here at Chapman's Irish Classic. This has been a tournament. There's not a lot of early season tournaments that go on in the area anymore in the state. They've kind of gone away, but this is a tournament that's stuck together, and it's stuck together with these main teams of Kansas City, Bishop Ward, Rossville, Chapman, Sacred Heart, and they start out, they play on a home floor of one of the teams that alternates each year on Tuesday night to open the tournament, and then they all come together on Friday and Saturday and play here at Chapman's facilities. And of course, most people know about the tornado that came through Chapman. One gift that tornado was able to bring on the positive side was building another gym that is capable of hosting varsity basketball. So two varsity gyms really going on here at the same time. The main gym that we're in here at Chapman's District Gymnasium, I've always said, and take this with a grain of salt because I went to high school at Chapman, but I always said this is one of the more impressive facilities in high school basketball, especially when you look at 4A and under. Chapman, a 4A school in basketball and volleyball. And this gym is just very, very impressive. It turns out it's a tough little gym too, right? I mean, it's survived 2 tornadoes, been reconstructed twice, lost the whole school here. But the gym has stayed, and it's done very, very well. And it's kind of an interesting situation, too, at Chapman because their high school is a few blocks away, but the gym that they compete in on the high school level sits here with the middle school, and also the football field sits here just right outside the door to our right. Starting lineups getting ready to be introduced right now here to the crowd still coming in. It's an early afternoon game here at Chapman's District Gymnasium. and we will go over that starting lineup as well for the Chapman Lady Irish and also for the Rossville Bulldogs. But first, though, we'll have the national anthem, and we will keep it right here for that national anthem. Always good to have the national anthem to get things going here at Chapman's District Gymnasium. Now let's meet your starters for the Chapman Irish. They come in under the head coaching instruction of Michael Wallmeyer. They are 1-1 on the season. They lost to Sacred Heart 52-39, but then beat Bishop Ward 59-13 last night. They will start Jay Rogers, a 5'7" sophomore, along with Josie Bear, another sophomore at 5'4". Abigail Gaston, 5'7" junior, along with another junior in Avery Bear at 5'7", and Callie Cook, a 5'9" freshman. Adeline Kirkpatrick will come off the bench tonight. She scored 12 points to be the leading scorer against Sacred Heart on Tuesday. Last night, it was the three-way combination of Avery Bear, Jay Rogers, and Abigail Gaston. Each of those ladies against Bishop Ward last night had 12 points apiece to combine for 36. For the Rossville Lady Dogs, they will start Cheyenne Hahn, a 5'4" senior. Last season, she averaged 4.8 points a game. Also, Riley Dick, a 5'6" junior. Last season, she averaged 15.1 points a game. Nora Burdick is the other main player. She's a sophomore, 5'11". She averaged 15.4 points a game as a freshman. Maggie Sanders, also in the starting lineup, a 5'4" junior, along with Sydney Summer, a 5'11" senior. Rossville last year, 18-4. Two of those losses were to the eventual state champion in Class 3A in Silver Lake. They come into this game ranked by the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association, number 6 in Class 2A. And they are off to a 2-0 start so far this season, beating KC Bishop Ward 89-9 and defeating Sacred Heart 57-50. After the readjustment of classifications, not only for football that happens every 2 years, but also all classifications, Rossville, now in football, they're playing 1A. Everything else in the school went to 2A. That's a little bit of a blessing, though, from the location that Rossville is in, just outside of Topeka, because I said they were 18-4 last year. Had a sensational team, Russ. We saw them compete here at the Chapman tournament, but two of those losses were to Silver Lake, who was almost untouchable last year as the state champion in 3A. Rossville gets to avoid them now for the time being, competing in 2A. They'll get to go about it themselves with a very good team.
Yeah, and they returned, you know, the majority of their point scorers coming back in these two guards that were just a freshman and sophomore last year, now sophomore and junior this year. And I think that leads into keys to both teams to win. If you're Chapman, you got to find a way to shut down these two guards from Rossville. And for Rossville, you just got to continue with what's got you here.
Rossville wearing their all-black jerseys trimmed in red and gray. Almost a ghost gray on that black jersey. Chapman in their home whites, trimmed in green, and we are off, ready to go. Thanks for joining us for the Irish Classic Tournament here on SalinaPost.com. It's brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Also, Kirsten Ross, Realtor with Homefront Real Estate Group. Chapman starts out with the basketball after winning the tip. They throw it off left to Avery Bear. Ball above her head. She's going to pirouette, now turn her back to the basket, come back around to the middle of the floor. Dancing between her legs with the dribble. She's being guarded closely out front. Now she'll dump it off to the left-hand side, looking for little sister Josie Bear. Nearly lost the ball out of bounds as it was tapped out by a Rossville defender. Now back over to the right. They play a low post entry. This ball's going to be in question and turned over. Rossville will take it away. Cross-court pass over to the right-hand side. It's going to be stopped there with Riley Dick. Now she's going to swing it back around. Transition three-pointer in the secondary break. That's no good. In crashing, though, for the rebound for the Dogs is Cheyenne Hahn. Rossville will keep this possession alive. We are still scoreless here early on in this game. Inside, entry pass, left-handed shot, rolls off the rim, it won't go down, and a foul will be called on Chapman. First free throws of the game here will be awarded to Nora Burdick.
Yeah, Josie Bear going to pick up the foul there. And just in these first possessions, a lot of standing still on the offensive end for Chapman. You saw Avery Bear get it on the wing over here for Chapman and just kind of hold it, go around, look around, as it looks like we may have started the game with the guys' ball. And now they're going to get the other ball back in. So, but Rossville moving around a lot on offense, quickly, offensive rebounds, hitting it around, going in.
So almost a minute into this game, 55 seconds in, we can blame Chapman's turnover, the missed layup there on a bad ball. Also blame the foul on that ball, right? I mean, that's how it goes. They put the girls' ball in, first free throw made. See how that works?
Yeah.
Second free throw up, no good.
Now what?
I don't know. Nora Burdick made the first, missed the second.
Ill invert pass there by Bear, just turns it over again. Just about a 30-foot pass right there, trying to find down low and just unable to connect.
Two quick turnovers here by Chapman to start the game. It's 1-0 Rossville. Here comes Rossville on the break. Chapman trying full court pressure over to the left-hand side. Here's a drive and more contact. Just going to the basket without any warning is Nora Burdick. She goes to the basket hard. She is fouled again, and she will go to the free throw line. The foul here is going to be whistled against Callie Cook. That's the second Chapman team foul and the first personal against Cook.
Good transition defense against that fast break. Chapman able to stop the ball, but after the first pass, Nora Burdick just has a wide open lane driving into the basket for the second possession in a row.
Burdick missed her first free throw. She'll get a second look at it here. She has scored beyond 20 points in both of her games to start this season. We can see why. She's ultra aggressive. I remember watching her last year in this tournament as a freshman. You and I both left the gym very, very impressed. Here's a lot of pressure up top now, a trap, and here comes a Rossville Lady Dog. She's going to take it away. Left-handed layup is up and good, and it's Cheyenne Hahn with the first field goal of the afternoon. Rossville sprints out to a 4-0 lead.
You're going to have to find a way for Chapman. You got to take care of the ball up top. Now you're going to get a hand check foul on Maggie Sanders up front.
Avery Bear made it all the way to the rack, made the basket, but the foul occurred before that. It occurred on the floor up top. Chapman will inbound on the far sideline. Ball above her head. Avery's going to throw it in, middle of the floor. It'll be received there by Jay Rogers. Now she'll play it back right wing to Bear. Standing with the ball above her head again. Back to the middle of the floor. They want to center it to Abigail Gaston. Now over to the left. Rogers takes a drive that comes up empty. Rebound down low by Rossville by Burdick. Here comes Rossville back the other way quickly. Riley Dick all the way to the baseline. She is absolutely hammered inside by Avery Bear. And Riley Dick will go to the free throw line and shoot two. This Rossville squad, Russ, they just attack the rim consistently.
Yeah, in every possession now they have attacked the rim and gotten free throws out of it. Ben Burdick the first two times. And now Riley Dick going to the free throw line, misses the first, but Chapman's going to have to figure out a way on transition to pick up the ball sooner rather than getting it deep into the paint.
Transition defense definitely key here in this game. Riley Dick missed her first free throw. She's going to get her second one, though, to go down, and a timeout will be called by Chapman. It is a 30-second timeout. We will take it as well as you are watching and listening to Chapman Irish Classic Basketball. It's the Chapman girls and Rossville, and it's right here on SalinaPost.com.
Are you looking to buy or sell real estate? With 10 years of experience serving Northeast Kansas from Abilene to Wamego, leave it to a professional. Call Kirsten Ross, realtor and owner with Homefront Real Estate Group. Group. Buying a home, whether it be your first time or second time, is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll make in a lifetime. Therefore, finding the right agent to help you make the process easier is essential. Kirsten Ross is there for you and your family every step of the way. Visit rosshouses.com and go Irish.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Back here at Chapman's District Gymnasium, timeout for Chapman. They are down 5-0 here to start this game. They have the basketball, and again, looking at a little bit of a half-court trap here. It's a 1-1-3, if you will, out of the formation here for Rossville. They will trap out of that. They will play zone out of that. We'll also see them occasionally kind of match up man-to-man and morph it into a man-to-man set. Chapman has to recognize those defensive fronts, which can be multiple here for the Lady Dogs. Josie Bear has it now. She nearly lost the basketball. Now she does lose the basketball. It's taken away by Maggie Sanders. Over to the right-hand side, wide open for a layup is Riley Dick. Again, transition offense, going from defense to offense. Rossville scores again.
And that was a sixth possession for Chapman, and that is the fifth turnover that Chapman has. They've only been able on the one possession to get up that one shot 2 possessions ago.
Inside, they try the entry to Cook. She lost the basketball. She was swarmed by dogs that time. And here comes Rossville back the other way. Here's a blind pass down inside. The layup missed. What a great look from the top to the bottom there by Rossville, running it up the floor. Can't be mad about that. Rossville just needs to finish it. They could not on that trip. And the foul comes in to Sydney Sumner, her first.
And Maggie Sanders with that great pass down to Sumner, and then just that little frustration foul after she did not get that layup to go. But what a cross-court pass in traffic, hitting her right in stride, and just have to finish those layups.
7-0 Rossville. We're almost 3 minutes into this game. Josie Bear has it on the left-hand side. She wants to try an entry in down low, and a foul will be called on Rossville from behind. Looking for Abigail Gaston down on the left-hand block that time, and Rossville will even this foul count at 3 on each team.
Yeah, Lily Mitchell checking into the game on that last dead ball. Picks up her first foul of the game.
Lily Mitchell's mom, also a Chapman graduate. I did my game prep for this one. Here comes Rossville back the other way after a block shot and a takeaway, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. And we're in jeopardy of spending a lot of time at the free throw line here in this first quarter. Chapman already with 4 team fouls, Rossville with 3 team fouls, and of course the rule that was instituted last year, we shoot free throws on 5 team fouls, and that resets at the end of each quarter.
Adeline Kirkpatrick going to check into the game, and Avery Bear with those 2 fouls will take a seat here, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter.
Here's a entry pass, and it's going to be caught in an all-in-one motion. The catch, the shoot, and the score from Nora Burdick. Her first field goal, along with 2 free throws, gives her 4. It's a 9-0 Rossville start. Kirkpatrick has it on the left wing. She dumps it inside to Gaston. Quick turn and shoot by Gaston. Hit the side of the backboard. Rossville pulls it away. Here comes the break. All 5 Rossville players engaged. Fades off to the right-hand side to Cheyenne Hahn. Down the middle of the floor they go to Burdick. Over to the left-hand side. 3-pointer on the way is up and good by Riley Dick. She has 6.
Yeah, just great ball movement. Chapman did a good job stopping the transition offense by Rossville, but able to just move the ball quick around and find Dick open in the corner.
Down low, they go to Cook. Now back out up top. Gaston has it. A little pump fake from her. Now a shot that goes up off the backboard by Jay Rogers. First points of the game for Chapman, and it's a bank shot on a Sunday afternoon. Saturday afternoon.
And only the second shot attempt.
Here's the step through on the Euro step with a lot of power. Riley Dick attacking the rim on the right-hand side for 2.
Yeah, just an impressive quick move. You know, put the ball on the floor, 2 dribbles, gets into the paint, wide open layup.
Down low to Gaston, back out top now. Cook will try a top of the key 3. That's no good. Here comes the rebound, and here comes Rossville again. Burdick with it, works her way back to the middle, now back to the right. What a crafty move by Nora Burdick. She had all that movement, Russ, just to set up the defender.
Yeah, and you're going to get a near turnover, but you're exactly right. She gets the ball over here on the near side closest to us, dribbles back to the middle of the floor, just turns the defender, immediately crosses right back over to get that good lane, wide open to the layup, and what an impressive move by Nora Burdick.
Chapman here with it. Now high post. They go to Gaston. She takes a dribble to the paint, puts a shot up. That's no good. Rebound down low, and now a foul will be called. A little bit of frustration there, it seems, on the foul by Abigail Gaston as she went after the rebounder that time in Nora Burdick. So now we'll make the long walk to the other end. 3:17 left to go here in this quarter, and Rossville will be shooting free throws for the remainder of the period. Burdick will go first. She's 2 of 4 from the free throw line already in this game. Burdick's first free throw is up and it rattles off, no good. Into the contest for Chapman, Cora Merritt checks into the game. Also Ivy Beck into the contest. Merritt, a 5'3" sophomore. Beck, a 5'5" junior. This is a Chapman team, by the way. No seniors on the roster.
Yeah, and they're going to have to stay fresh as Burdick gets a second free throw to go, as clearly Rossville wants to push the ball up the floor anytime on makes. The one make, they got a transition layup, and then off of the 6 Chapman turnovers so far in this first quarter.
14-point lead for Rossville. They keep building that lead. 3:09 left to go here, opening quarter. Rogers up top, handling the basketball. Now she's going to play it out on the pitch to Ivy Beck. Excuse me, that is not her. That's Cora Merritt. Merritt now has it back from center of the floor. She dumps it off inside to Kirkpatrick. Nice pass to the backside. Kirkpatrick to Cook. That ball goes short off the front of the rim. Now a scrum, and it's going to be Lily Mitchell in there with 2 Chapman players. They'll go to the arrow, check at the table, and it'll go to Rossville.
Yeah, and you can't ask for a better look. If you're Chapman right there, you get double teamed down low on the block, and you throw a great bounce pass to Callie Cook on the far side. Didn't quite catch it clean, allowing the Dogs to come back over and get hands up in the passing lane.
2:43 left to go here, first quarter. Here's a leaner from 16. Little flip shot that goes up, and a foul on the rebound. They're going to go the other way with this one. It'll be Rossville's 4th team foul. Will go against Lily Mitchell, and that is her 2nd.
Yeah, off the bench, and 4th team foul now for Rossville. So last 2:37 left to go here. We'll be shooting free throws on every foul called.
Rogers with it, center of the floor across the logo here at Chapman's District Gymnasium. They are the Irish. Here's Cook. Up top, couple of dribbles, non-productive. Now she has to find help. She does so in Merritt. Merritt will go to the opposite corner to Ivy Beck. Beck avoids the trap, throws it back out to the timeline where Merritt has to run it down. Merritt now looking. She's bottled up defensively. Now back to the right to Rogers. Here's a jump by the defense and a tie-up once again. The arrow this time will favor Chapman. As back into the game, Cheyenne Hahn and also Nora Burdick. Mitchell and Whitmore will come out.
No movement right now with Chapman, who offside, doesn't have the ball. Ball carrier just kind of doing 2-3 dribbles and not going anywhere with it, but nobody moving without the basketball.
They get it into Adeline Kirkpatrick. She's going to play it to Merritt. Now over to the left, inside they go, and a shot is up and good by Cook. Callie Cook gets her first basket of the game. Here's a runaway now by Rossville on the end, the bucket and the harm. The foul on Cook and the bucket that time for Rossville's Riley Dick. She will go to the free throw line and try to complete the 3-point play. Actually, that's Maggie Sanders, beg your pardon.
Yeah, and Nora Burdick down there tried to set and just hold her position to keep Callie Cook off of her. And Callie was able to get around it, but just got a little hand on the ball. But Maggie Saunders, just great control and able to flip that one up and in.
Sanders at the free throw line. Her first free throw and the only free throw is up and good to take it at a 3-point play. 20-5. 15-point lead now, biggest of the quarter. Here's a shot by Chapman that's up and no good from Ivy Beck. Rebound. Now the officials will confer about this one. The ball squirted out of bounds. There was a player on the floor, and they're going to say a foul on Chapman. It'll come back the other way as Rossville now will go to the free throw line. Fouls mounting here early on.
Yeah, Cora Merritt going to pick that one up, and I believe it'll be Maggie Saunders.
And it will. She just visited the line. She'll toe the nail once again and shoot 2. Both teams over their limit here in the first quarter. 1:43 left to go, 20-5, Rossville. First free throw is up, and it hits the front of the rim, no good. And this is being completely ridiculous and probably not even constructive at the point, but if you pick a one thing Rossville's done wrong so far in this game, it's not shoot free throws well. That one bounces off as well. Chapman trying to keep the ball in bounds. They cannot, and it will stay here with Rossville. Like I said, that's being really picky.
Yeah, you have to find something if you're looking, and that's it. But, you know, it's plays like that where Chapman's unable to come up with the rebound. But all these free throws, most of them coming from wide open drives to the basket.
Here's a entry pass, and then right back to the inbounder. It goes to Cheyenne Hahn. She was unable to get that basket down, but now a high-low entry pass. It ends up down low with Sydney Sumner, and Sumner gets her first basket of the game.
Yeah, just a good high-low action right there by Rossville. Great inbounds play. Chapman kind of falling asleep. Lucky that they didn't make the first. Back to the inbounder.
Lob pass over in the corner. Avery Bear has just come back into the game. She has 2 fouls, remember. But Chapman cannot risk having her sit on the bench very long because she is a scorer.
Yeah, now 7 turnovers for Chapman in this first quarter and no turnovers right now for Rossville.
Yeah, unbelievable. Rossville takes amazing care of the basketball, even though they are mashing the accelerator to the floorboard most of the game. Sometimes you see teams a fast break like that, you got to take the good with the bad, but boy, Rossville right now, it's all good. 22-5. They had it in the corner, a little bit of trouble there for Hahn. Now she gets it out, back inside, a little step through, and a shot up and good by Nora Burdick. Boy, she is skilled, and she showed it off right there as we go under 45 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Rossville's lead now 19.
Yeah, so fun to watch. Nora Burdick off the ball, with the ball in her hand, just continues to move.
Avery Baird trying to look down low. She had Kirkpatrick. Those two could not connect, and ends up being the 8th turnover for Chapman here in this quarter. 24-5. Rossville gets it back. 32.8 seconds left here in the opening period.
Chapman shot the ball 6 times now and has 8 turnovers on top of that.
Rossville walking it up. That's the only time so far in this first quarter they haven't gone gas to the wall here. They're going to play it off for the last shot. 17 seconds left to go. With the basketball, Riley Dick. She's up top between the circles. Clock down to 12. Avery Bear comes in, tries to poke it away. Avery needs to be careful. Somebody lost a shoe, and also Avery has 2 fouls already. And a foul's going to be called here on Chapman, and it's going to be whistled against Ivy Beck, her first. Free throws coming up for Rossville.
Yeah, Riley Dick kind of lost her shoe right there when Avery Bear poked the ball away, and just unfortunate. Ivy Beck going for the ball, and Cheyenne Hahn just going and getting it. Not letting the ball come to you, but going and getting it. So now they get the first free throw to go.
Hahn on the free throw line makes the first. Great shoe game, too, by the way, with Riley Dick. Those are nice kicks. 8.5 seconds left to go. 20 seconds, or excuse me, 20-point lead, trying to extend that. 8.3 seconds left to go. Second free throw on the way. Missed that one. Rossville has not had an occasion here in this game this afternoon where they've gone and made 2 at the line. They always make one and miss one. Inside, Adeline Kirkpatrick, and the find from Avery Bear. Addie's able to knock that down, and the basket at the buzzer will get us to the end of the first quarter. It's been all Rossville so far, 25-7, but Chapman gets the last basket of the quarter. We're back with more. It's the Salina Regional Health Center Sports Medicine Game of the Week, and it's presented by Kirsten Ross, Realtor with Homefront Real Estate Group.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to the Irish Classic in Chapman. Devin Haney along with Russ Kossel as we are going through a Saturday afternoon of basketball. What better to do on a day like today, right? Kind of cloudy, kind of drizzly out here in central Kansas. And we're watching basketball inside. Rossville comes up empty on their first possession of the second quarter. They lead by 19, and a good break by Chapman, but they come up empty down low. Here comes Rossville back the other way. 2-on-1 break. Avery Bear's got to let it go. She already has 2 fouls, and it's going to be a good run-out layup there for the Dogs. It's Maggie Sanders. Now she has 5.
Yeah, just a good rebound right there by Burdick, and able to push the envelope and find Sanders on the far side. And
Kirkpatrick, right-hand elbow, that won't go. Rebound and a run out. It's a grip and go all the way to the cup, and it's going to be a missed layup. It rolls off by Nora Burdick. Boy, the way that she goes in transition, that time she led the break, didn't have any help, didn't need any help, and goes all the way to the rim. Had Kirkpatrick pinned on her left hip the whole time, knew the foul was coming, couldn't quite get the basket, but she got the foul, and free throws on the way.
And this is a girl that, you know, she can play position 1 through 5 on the floor. She can defend, as the first free throw barely draws iron off the front, but she can lead the fast break. She can get out and run. She can guard your post players. She can play post on the inside. So Chapman's going to have to find a way to somehow slow down Nora Burdick.
Missed the first free throw, as you said. Second one coming up. She makes that one as it rolls in. Rossville right now from the free throw line, 7 of 15. They're below 50%. And again, we're being awfully picky, but that's really the only thing we can point to that they've done wrong. They have yet to commit a turnover. Here's a three-pointer, Avery Bear. That bangs hard off the backboard right-hand side. Now a near steal, loose ball. Josie Bear got in there, tried to take it away from Rossville. Now it's going to be a 3-on-2 break. Stop and pop. Riley Dick, right-hand side. Why not? It's a two-pointer with a toe on the line. She's in double digits now with 10.
Yeah, just a great pull-up shot right there. And it's those loose balls that Rossville has been able to get every single one of them, still yet to turn the ball over.
Bear works her way inside. Big body bump. She puts it up. Mid-lane jumper. That won't go down. Rossville with the rebound. Here come the Dogs back the other way, running up the left-hand sideline. Here's a transition three. Too strong, no good. Rebound coming in on the secondary break. Nora Burdick, and she is fouled again, and yet again, she is going to go to the free throw line.
That's going to go on Kirkpatrick, and now Cook, Kirkpatrick, Avery Bear, all with 2 fouls. Still 6:27 to play here in the second quarter.
This will be Nora Burdick's 5th trip for the sophomore to the free throw line. First one is up and good.
Has yet to make both of them at the line.
Second one off the front of the rim, no good. And a foul, rebounding-wise, will be called here against Rossville as Sydney Sumner, as she gets her second foul. So Mitchell and Sumner both have 2. Also, Adeline Kirkpatrick picked up her second. She'll come out here for Chapman. 31-7 is our score.
Sydney Sumner going to check out of the game, and now Claire Whitmore coming in for the first time for Rossville.
I have 33-7 on my score sheet, not 31. I don't know what they missed. Here's Avery Bear inside, missed her first shot, got her second one to go, and it's up and in. Avery Bear gets her first basket of the day. 31-9, three-pointer, top of the circle, Nora Burdick, good. 5:39 left to go. Chapman now with it.
Good move right there by Avery Bear. Gets it in that left hand and puts a great move on at the high post. Just a little hop step in there to get up and unable to get the layup.
.28 left to go. Rossville brings it up across the timeline. There's a high screen. She's not going to use it, though. She's going to fire over the top of everything as Riley Dick. That is no good. And a rebound down low. It looks like a foul will be called here on Rossville. Good job by Chapman. Jay Rogers that time secured the basketball. She will be fouled, and the foul will go against Maggie Sanders. That is her second. So 3 interior-ish players for Rossville right now have 2 fouls.
Yeah, Rossville pretty deep on the bench, so not really no harm right there.
Here's a deflection and a takeaway for Rossville. Back the other way we go. Rossville, 3-on-1 break. They make the pass too tall. They're going to have to pitch it back out. Here's a three-pointer. Riley Dick off the rim, off the backboard, and then rolling home. Riley Dick, her second three-pointer of the game. She has 13 points now. 37-9.
Just off the break, and now you're going to get a full timeout here by Chapman.
Timeout is taken. We will step aside and take it as well. Rossville leading Chapman 37-9 right here on your Game of the Week on SalinaPost.com.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Back here at Chapman's District Gymnasium, 37-9. Devin Haney, Russ Kossel with you. Chapman and Rossville doing battle right now. So far, it's all Lady Dogs as they lead it. 28 points, the big lead so far for Rossville. I think everything what we expected so far out of Rossville, Russ. They have looked sensational so far in this first half. Still yet to commit a turnover. And now a reaching foul will be called here on Claire Whitmore, who checked in during the break. But also some credit to Chapman. They've cleaned it up here as far as turnovers go. They had 7 turnovers in the first quarter. So far, they only have 8 turnovers in the first quarter. They just have 1 here in this quarter so far.
Yeah, much better job of taking care of the ball and getting better shots, just unable to find anything to fall right now. But that definitely the difference, as Rossville has yet to turn the ball over. And you're going to get a jump ball on the drive right here by Josie Bear.
So a tie up now down low. Chapman's going to keep it. They'll have it underneath their own basket and a chance to run some baseline offense here for head coach Michael Wallmeyer. Bear with the ball above her head. She plays it in to Rogers. Rogers takes the drive, splits a double team, pulls up from 10. That's no good. Rebound backside by Whitmore. Here comes Claire Whitmore. Negotiating traffic, tried to go off to the left-hand side. Might have got away with a travel there. Now she plays it off for a scoop shot that is up and no good from Cheyenne Hahn. Here's the rebound by Rogers. She's speeding up the right-hand side. Has 3 different Chapman players running with her. It goes off to Bear on the right-hand side. She pulls the trigger just inside the arc, and a foul will be called here. It's a shooting foul coming up for Josie Bear.
Yeah, Whitmore came flying in. Josie was set up to let that thing fly, and yeah, it wasn't even close right there. Just hammered her on the follow-through. So now Josie Bear will go to the free throw line for 2.
First free throw is up and good. That's the first free throw attempt of the game. I think that's worth noting for Chapman. For Claire Whitmore now, she has 2. 4 different Rossville players with 2 fouls. Second free throw on the way. Missed that one. Now the ball goes all the way out to the far corner. Kirkpatrick trying to get there and save it. She cannot get there in time, and it's going to go back to Rossville. 3:55 left to go here in this second quarter. 37-10, Rossville leading. Their biggest lead of the game thus far has been 28 points. Rogers defending up top. She's going to take the challenge of guarding Riley Dick. Dick now will play it off to Hahn in the corner, and Hahn all the way to the rim in the lane line side on the left-hand side. She's going to score that one easily, and a timeout coming here for Rossville. It's a 30-second timeout for the Rossville Lady Bulldogs, and we will take it. Here's a quick break on Salina Post.
Are you looking to buy or sell real estate? With 10 years of experience serving Northeast Kansas from Abilene to Wamego, leave it to a professional. Call Kirsten Ross, realtor and owner with Homefront Real Estate Group. Buying a home, whether it be your first time or second time, is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll make in a lifetime. Therefore, finding the right agent to help you make the process easier is essential. Kirsten Ross is there for you and your family every step of the way. Visit rosshouses.com and go Irish.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
39-10 our score. Rossville playing defense. Chapman with the basketball, trailing 39-10. 3:34 left to go.
I think most impressive right now is Rossville with their fast breaks and getting these open shots, but still have yet to turn the ball over, as Chapman's going to get a traveling violation on Jay Rogers, and that now they are in double-digit turnovers at 10.
They also have 10 turnovers, which is a little disruptive. This Rossville team, though, I mean, we're not trashing Chapman at all. We know what this team is, and there's a few times a season, I think, when you look forward to going to the gym to watch somebody play, whether they're the team you follow or not, and this Rossville girls team is one of those teams.
Yeah, now Ivy Beck going to pick up her second foul. Now you're going to have 3 free throws here for Cheyenne Hahn, who kind of maybe a questionable call, but did not let her come down, just tried to block her out a little too early, and once again, another missed free throw by Rossville.
Score remains 39-10. Second free throw of the 3 on the way. That one is good. 6 points for Cheyenne Hahn. She has 1 more left to shoot here.
Now Rossville's biggest lead at 30 points. Gets the 3rd free throw to go down.
So they still haven't completed a set of free throws. 2 out of 3 on that one. 41-10 Rossville. And here's a quick shot by Rogers that's up and good. Jay Rogers leading the way for Chapman with 5.
Yeah, she had that banked in 3 in the first quarter.
There's a shot now, just a dribble to the left, a little sidestep by Riley Dick, and that shot is up and good. 15 already for Riley Dick.
That ball comes out of her hand just quick as all can be, and now you're going to get a blocking foul on the inside. Looks like it's going to go against Tatum Miller, who has checked into the game for Rossville. Now they're going way deep into the bench here and getting 3 for 3 out. Looks like 3 starters coming back in.
44-12, the foul this time on Rossville puts them at the limit, and that'll put Avery Bear at the free throw line for 2. She scored a 2-pointer early on in this quarter, trying to add to that. Southpaw free throw up, no good. Second free throw attempt is on the way. That one rattles out halfway down, and then it came out on her. Lily Mitchell gets the rebound for Rossville. Adeline Kirkpatrick's going to knock that out of bounds as Mitchell was looking for an outlet. And it will stay here with Rossville. Mitchell will inbound to Riley Dick. Riley will bring it up across the timeline here. She'll start the offense. Dribble to her left, get inside the paint, and she's tried to pass it out to the left, but she's going to be fouled, and that will be the 4th team foul on Chapman. For the Lady Irish, picking up this foul is Avery Bear, and that is her 3rd.
Yeah, now what you want to see right there for Chapman is Avery's played pretty good second quarter, kind of staying clean, and that time just getting beat on the break, and now Josie Bear is going to come into the game for Avery. Avery, the only player in this game with 3 fouls now.
There are more coming, though, I will tell you that. Just wait. Over to the right-hand side now, Rossville running their offense. Now back over to Riley Dick. She's being guarded closely here by Rogers. That's a good athletic matchup there. Rogers might be a good match for Riley Dick. Now she's going to catch it 3 feet behind the line. Fire the 3. It comes up short, no good, but a rebound inside by Mitchell. Her putback won't go. Rebound trying to be saved by Chapman, but they're on the baseline and will stay here with Rossville. Now they will have a chance to run some baseline offense here on an inbounds underneath their own basket.
And that's kind of been the flow of this first half. A missed shot goes up by Rossville, and they have all 5 crashing the boards as Mitchell nearly coming away with that one.
Lob pass way up high to Nora Burdick. She's been quiet lately. Nora takes a couple of crossovers, gets in the paint, and she scores. Just reminding us that she is still here.
Yeah, she's still Nora Burdick out on the floor. Just continues to drive and get into the lane untouched.
7 points for her in the quarter, 16 for the half. Lob pass over the top. Here's a shot for Chapman that is up no good. And the rebound coming down underneath to Burdick. Long outlet out there. She's going to challenge Riley Dick. Riley up for the challenge. She chases it down, makes a beautiful pass back inside, and it's going to be missed, and now Chapman comes away with the rebound. Chapman back the other way, running a 3-on-3, and the floater to the rim, and Rogers is going to get that shot up and in. 7 points now for Jay Rogers.
Yeah, Rogers has half the points right now for Chapman, just doing a good job running the floor.
1:20 left to go here, second quarter. Here's a drive and a shot that is up and good. This one by Cheyenne Hahn. She's got 6 in the quarter for Rossville, 9 for the game.
And all 5 Lady Dogs on the floor just move very well without the basketball, not having it in their hand. They continue to move.
Here's a pass that was going out of bounds. Kirkpatrick saves it to Josie Bear. Then Josie shot a flat-footed shot and could not score.
And I think she's going to pick up the foul right here. That's who it will go on. It's Josie Bear now with her second.
2 fouls there. Again, Chapman over the limit. And this will put Cheyenne Hahn at the free throw line. 3 of 5 from the stripe so far for Hahn. First attempt here on this trip off the front of the rim and no good.
And yet again, still not to hit a pair.
Well, we talked about it early. Now it's becoming a thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the only thing that this Rossville team has done wrong is not shoot free throws. And they still have yet to turn the ball over.
No turnovers. Unreal. Second free throw on the way. Got that one to go. Almost predictable.
Yeah.
After missing the first. 49-14 inside the last minute here of the second quarter. Stick with us at halftime. We'll go over scoring from this game. Also check in on the gym that's across the Commons area where Casey Bishop Ward and Sacred Heart are playing. Rossville flirting with their first turnover, but they're not going to commit it. Cheyenne Hahn in the backcourt ran that loose ball down. Rossville now skip pass over the top. Here's a three-pointer that is up, and it's going to go air ball style out of bounds and back over to the Chapman Lady Irish. 29 seconds left to play.
And that free throws, turnovers, Rossville getting to the line a lot. Chapman now with 11 turnovers. Cleaned it up a lot in this second quarter.
Yeah, just 3 in the quarter. They had 8 in the opening quarter. Here's Josie Bear, jumper on the right-hand side. That's no good. 16 seconds left. Here comes Nora Burdick. Up the sideline, right-hand side to Maggie Sanders. Sanders all the way to the cup, and that one had just enough spin to where it went in. 7 points now for Sanders. Clock down to 5, down to 4. Josie Bear has it on the right-hand side. Now they're going to skip it across for a shot at the buzzer by Ivy Beck that's in and out and no good. And this Rossville team is cruising. 51-14 our score here at the break, as this game really is an impressive effort for the Rossville Lady Dogs. Again, Russ, we can sit here and we can talk about the free throw shooting. It's not great, but the fact they're playing an up and down tempo type of game and they're going sideline to sideline, baseline to baseline, and have 0 turnovers so far while forcing Chapman into 11 turnovers, that is impressive right there for the visiting Lady Dogs from Rossville.
Yeah, and it's not that they're just taking it easy and going. We just saw there in the last minute right there where they're getting the ball. It almost goes out of bounds. Saunders just flips it out and throws it, but it's just the out hustle. Rossville wanting the ball and Chapman just not moving well without the basketball.
I want to thank our sponsors in the support of the area game of the week. It's AJ Honey Farms. And buy their product right now during the holidays in Salina Central Mall, or just go to the retail store. It's at that 5-section intersection there in Salina. You all know what I'm talking about. Salina Septic Service, also Commercial Tire Center. Smart Insurance with 3 locations, 1 in Harrington, 1 in Salina, and the mothership in Abilene. Vernon Jewelers. It's that time of year. The holidays are here. You can get gifts at Vernon Jewelers for $9.99, $99.99, or stick a comma in there and spend a little bit more if you need some help at home. That's Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. They've been at it for 140 years. They're not old. They're just really good at what they do. And then also the Billings Group. We're at halftime, 51-14. Rossville leading Chapman here at the girls' game. When we come back, we'll have numbers from the first half. We'll also check in at the score in the gym across the way with Sacred Heart and Bishop Ward going at it. We're at the Irish Classic in Chapman, and it's all brought to you by Kirsten Ross, Realtor with Homefront Real Estate Group, right here on SalinaPost.com.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
At Vernon Jewelers, we are celebrating 140 years of our family serving yours, serving you with the best in prices. quality, and the service to back it up. You can trust us for your unique custom pieces and any repair you may need. And just because we've been around for 140 years doesn't mean we are old and out of touch. It just means we're really good at what we do. Now is the time to shop for the holiday. Come see us in downtown Salina and look for the iconic Vernon Jewelers sign on Santa Fe, here for you since 1884.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Back here in Chapman's District Gymnasium, we're at halftime of the girls' contest. So far, it's been a show by Rossville as they have gone through and done a great job so far in this game. Russ, again, they're such a joy to watch because they're basketball fundamentally sound in the things that you do. It's not a complicated game plan. It's attacking the rim, it's balancing the floor, and it is when you get a chance, whether in the fast break or in your offense, it is be relentless at the rim. When the defense collapses occasionally, you kick it out for the open three, and that's what they've done so far here in this game.
Yeah, the way their transition offense, whether it's off a miss or a make, which the makes have been hard to come by tonight for Chapman, but Rossville just impressive, and they put a lineup, it seems, every time, even when they go to the bench, that they got a lineup on the floor where really at least 4 girls can bring the ball up the floor, if not all 5, depending on who they give a break. And, you know, Riley Dick and Nora Burdick have been as advertised. They are super impressive to watch. It seems like every loose ball, every rebound, Nora Burdick is just finding the basketball, skying up and getting it. And she may lead a 80-foot fast break and hit 3 dribbles and then kick the ball up the floor to find whoever it is for Rossville. But they shoot the ball well. Like you talked about, the only thing they really haven't done well is shoot the ball from the free throw line, unofficially 11 for 24 in that first half. So, I mean, you go into the locker room, if you're Rossville, and yeah, you're getting to the free throw line, but coach is probably saying, hey, you got to shoot a little better than 11 for 24. You know, you're almost outscoring Chapman, team total of 14, and you got 11 of your 51 from the free throw line, but very easily could be a 40, 50-point game if you can knock free throws down.
Absolutely. As we go over scoring for the first half of action, it looks like this. For Chapman, 7 points for Jay Rogers. She had 4 of those in the second quarter. 2 points all for Callie Cook, Adeline Kirkpatrick, and also Avery Bear. 1 free throw for Josie Bear. For the Rossville Lady Dogs, they're being led right now by Nora Burdick with 16. 15 for Riley Dick, 10 for Cheyenne Hahn. They're all in double digits. 7 points for Maggie Sanders and 2 points for Sydney Sumner. Chapman 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Rossville 11 out of 22. Chapman has 11 turnovers and Rossville with 0 turnovers. When we come back, we'll take a check of the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. You're at halftime of the Salina Post Game of the Week. It's brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, and also Kirsten Ross, Realtor with Homefront Real Estate Group, here on Salina Post.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store.
We spend 1/3 of our lives working to build our wealth. With over 50 years of combined experience, Billings Group wants to be there to help manage yours. If you're planning for retirement or looking for financial coaching, then come see us on Westchester Drive, east of the YMCA, or visit our website at billingsgroup.com. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory products and services offered by investment advisory representatives through RFG Advisory, a registered investment advisor. RFG Advisory, Billings Group, and Private Client Client Services are unaffiliated entities.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Devin Haney, Russ Kossel, glad you could join us here on a Saturday afternoon. Game number 1 of our doubleheader is at halftime. It's the Rossville girls leading Chapman 51-14. Don't have a score update from the other gym here in Chapman's facility, but we do have a couple of scores of Saturday games going on. To the east, or Rossville's way, Topeka Hayden leading Emporia in girls play at the end of the first quarter, 15-2. Also, more to central Kansas, the Bennington girls leading El Saline 24-10. That game is at halftime.
Got an update here from the other gym, Sacred Heart and Bishop Ward. Sacred Heart, 3:43 left to go in the third quarter. Sacred Heart is up 53-7.
Bishop Ward is struggling. 51-14 here. Speaking of struggles, we'll take one more timeout. We will be back with third quarter action. Rossville leads it big right here on SalinaPost.com.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Are you ready to make a meaningful impact? Join our professional healthcare team at Salina Regional Health Center. We're seeking dedicated individuals who are eager to provide exceptional care to our community. Our growing organization offers competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and opportunities for growth. We are committed to supporting you in your career. If you're ready to join a team that values compassion, teamwork, and outstanding patient care, apply now at srhc.com or reach out to me, Tess Madro, in Human Resources. Great careers start here. Salina Regional Health Center, we take care of you so you can care for others.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Underway here from Chapman. It's a quarter opening three from Riley Dick. It hits the back of the heel. That's no good. Rossville, though, gets their own rebound. Riley back to the rim, and she will score. 53-14. Riley Dick keeps adding on. She has 17 points. Chapman trying to get a layup at the other end. Adeline Kirkpatrick with it, and that won't go down for Chapman.
Burdick just a full court. Nobody picked her up, and she's just unable to get that layup to fall there. Another great pass by Avery Bear inside for Adeline Kirkpatrick to finish that one off.
Avery Bear just dropping dimes out there. Adeline Kirkpatrick now with her second basket of the game.
Another missed layup. There's Nora Burdick sprinting down the floor, coming up with a steal. Now Chapman a little token pressure here off the miss. Almost turns Rossville over for their first turnover of the game. Now settles back in. Hahn with the basketball, dribbling out front. Out to the far side, back to Hahn. Straightaway three. Off the front iron, Avery Bear. Good rebound, good block out.
Avery now wanting to run. 2-on-2 break. She tries to pass it across the paint. It's going to be turned over. Chapman's first turnover here of this second half. That gives them 12 for the game. 53-16, wide open, Burdick in the corner. That one's going to be sailed over the rim, but a backside rebound is kept in play offensively for Rossville by Riley Dick. Dick will come back out. She will go beyond the three-point line. Now gets a high screen. She's going to go all the way to the cup. Little body bounce there, and Adeline Kirkpatrick's going to take her shot away. Nice block there by Addie Kirkpatrick. Now Rossville takes it back. One-handed pass underneath to Riley Dick. She tried to reverse it. That feed coming off of Burdick from almost half court, and now a foul will be called underneath.
I think that's going to go against Riley Dick. And with Bear having those three fouls, you'd like to see Riley kind of just back up and then go back up into her, but Riley Dick's going to get the foul there, and we're going to get a quick timeout from Rossville, a 30-second.
30-second timeout. We will keep it right here, of course. Glad you could join us for Salina Post Game of the Week. It's brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Also, Kirsten Ross, Realtor with Homefront Real Estate Group. Stick with us in post-game. We'll go over final stats for you and also have a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game. We will also go over the transition between guys and girls game. We'll have game number 2 of our doubleheader coming up. It'll be the guys' turn right here on Salina Post. Also on Salina Post this afternoon, you can watch Sacred Heart and Kansas City Bishop Ward, the girls' game going on right now. That game kind of going a little bit like this one, but I think the guys' game later today, just kind of looking at what both teams have done so far early on in this season, I think that guys' game between Sacred Heart and KC Bishop Ward will be a banger.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle all afternoon long over there in the other gym.
53-16 our score here. High post entry for Chapman as they come down the floor. They trail it here. 5:53 left to go, third quarter. They get it inside to Adeline Kirkpatrick. She nearly lost it. Now pitch out to Josie Bear for 2. Had a foot on the line. And another offensive rebound by Kirkpatrick. Out to Rogers. She'll try a 3. Splashes it home. Jay Rogers in double digits for Chapman. She hit one of those in the first quarter off the backboard. That one was more pure, right through the twine.
Yeah, and she's going to have to get some help scoring if they're going to want to try to chip away at this lead.
3-pointer by Rossville from the right wing. That's too strong, no good. Avery Bear with the rebound, and now she is fouled on the rebound as she pulled it out of there. It looks like Nora Burdick reaching in that time will get the foul. For Burdick, that is number 1, which is also incredibly crazy to me.
Yeah, and Rossville not shooting the ball very well. They've 1 for 6 to start this second half.
Jay Rogers just came out of the game, just hit a 3-pointer. Avery Bear now will have to step into one as she is trying to score. That one off the back of the rim, no good. And another rebounding foul. This goes against Rossville. Chapman doing a much better job here getting position and getting the aggressiveness of Rossville to kind of work against them here. Sydney Sumner gets the rebounding there for the Lady Dogs, and that'll be number 3 for her. Inbounds into the backcourt, having to run it down now is Cora Merritt. They never had possession, though, in the front court. Merritt will bring it across. She came across the timeline and slammed on the brakes. Big mistake there. Here's a steal. Riley Dick back the other way. Layup won't go. Took 2 bounces off the rim. Burdick there to rebound it. She's trying to put it back. That won't go either. And now a foul will be called on Rossville. Adeline Kirkpatrick is trying to bring that out of the crowd, and reaching in, committing the foul is Maggie Sanders. And Sanders and Rossville right now having the fouls pile up on them quickly. That's already the 4th team foul. They are at the limit with 4:54 left to go in the third.
Yeah, and it all leads to stemming that these fouls are coming off of missed shots. Now 1 for 8 in this second half to start. The free throw woes at the line, now turning over to the field goal percentage as well.
Bear works her way off to the left. The ball thrown across court, intended for Josie Bear, I believe, and that's going to be a turnover for Chapman, their 3rd of the quarter. 4th, excuse me.
Again, with the shooting woes from Rossville, Chapman, the Lady Irish are going to have to find a way to come up with good shots, and right now all your offenses come from Jay Rogers, who has checked out of this game.
Don't quite understand that. 53-19. Here's a blocking foul now called against Chapman. This will go against Abigail Gaston. That is her 2nd. 5 different Chapman players with 2 fouls. Also Avery Bear, who is on the floor with 3 fouls. And the way this quarter has started, I don't think we're quite done yet. Here's the drive by Burdick. Good defense there by Kirkpatrick. Wild shot at the rim. Chapman peels it away. Coming back the other way, 53-19. Here's Avery Bear on the left-hand side. Little head and shoulder fake. Defender didn't move. 3-pointer up. That's no good. Now a loose ball. Here comes Rossville on the run out. Whitmore pitches it ahead to Riley Dick. And the left-handed shot is up and good. Boy, that was such a crafty move by Riley Dick. She felt the defender on her right shoulder. Went ahead and shielded that defender with that shoulder and then finished with the left hand. Now a turnover for Chapman. Their 5th. Rossville lost the basketball, but it's off a Chapman player and out of bounds. They still have yet to turn the ball over.
Yeah, turnover margin right now 16-0.
3:45 left to go here in the 3rd. Firing it off to the left-hand side. Hahn with a big bump that time from Abigail Gaston. And Gaston now in the 3-foul club. Her and Avery Bear for Chapman, Maggie Sanders, Sydney Sumner for Rossville.
Callie Cook going to come back in. Still no Jay Rogers on the floor, who's really the only one that's been able to give you a spark for Chapman.
And it's all come recently here. It was kind of towards the end of the second quarter, then that three here to start the third quarter. Right after she hit the shot, she was pulled. 55-19. Here's a foul now against Chapman.
Josie Bear picking up her third foul and sending Riley Dick to the free throw line.
First free throw is up and good.
It's that dreaded second one that has been the woes for Rossville.
We are 5-5 right now here in this third quarter, Russ. Second free throw misses. Free throw, rebound by Rossville, a scrum. Now the ball pops out of bounds and it'll stay here with the Lady Dogs. We are even in this third period, 5-5. Again, give credit to Chapman not coming out and quitting on this game.
Yeah, you're even 5-5 and you've turned the ball over 5 times, so you can't. I mean, you've played much better defense, just the offense is still a lot of the same.
Rossville with it, they go way up top. Phelan Klerman into the game. There's a drive by Cheyenne Hahn. What a beautiful scoop shot off the glass. She was probably 8 feet away from the basket, but somehow found the right angle on the window to put that one home.
Yeah, just the soft touch off of the screen and way outside, like you said.
There's a pass now inside, and it's going to be a big collision of bodies. Hahn, that time colliding with Callie Cook. The ball out of bounds. It will stay here with Chapman as Jay Rogers comes back into the game. She will give Josie Bear a spell here. Avery Bear ready to throw it in. Ball above her head. She's going to go to Rogers. Shot up, off the rim, off the backboard, and in. Kind of reiterates the point we were making there. 58-21 now, the score.
He had a good inbounds play, and Jay just was going to dive and just popped up and was wide open and hit the 12-footer.
She played quite a bit last year for Chapman as a freshman. You can really see that experience now paying off here this season.
Skies for the rebound right there. Good block out. And then makes a cross-court pass that probably wasn't there, trying to force the issue a little bit. And now the 6th turnover in this third quarter for Chapman.
58-21, 2:41 left to go here in this third. Rossville with it back. Emma Mitchell has come back into the game. Also back into the contest, Sydney Sumner. Mitchell has it in the corner on the right wing. 2:30 left to go in the third. Cradling the ball now, right hip is Cheyenne Hahn. She goes to Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. It's blocked and taken away. Good defense there by Chapman. Rogers down the floor, off the window. Basket won't go. 2 bounces off the side of the rim. It goes out of bounds and awarded to Rossville.
You wondered what that lineup with Rossville had in as they're going to go to the bench and bring in Burdick, Riley Dick, as well as Maggie Sanders. Where that offense was going to come from, and it came from Cheyenne Hahn.
58-21, 27-point lead. Rossville brings it up across the timeline. They'll play it off to the left. Here's Burdick driving into traffic, gets blocked from behind. Boy, Adeline Kirkpatrick is not a big body there inside. She is only 5'8", but her timing is incredible. She has maybe 5 blocks in this game.
Yeah, and that one's going to clean up top was Kirkpatrick on that block, but just her momentum, the body control in the air just carried her in to Burdick, and once again misses the front end of a free throw. Burdick yet to score in this third quarter here, about 6 minutes gone by.
Second free throw on the way, missed them both. Rossville is 12 of 26 from the free throw line. Now a turnover, Burdick takes it away. Back the other way we go. Rossville open underneath, Riley Dick. She was kind of cherry picking back here, but she's gonna get an easy 2. Burdick was able to find her underneath.
Yeah, she's not gonna miss many of those down there that wide open, and the 1-2 punch of Burdick and Riley Dick, just impressive to watch all afternoon.
Here's a scoop shot by Avery Bear. That's no good. Here comes Rossville again. 3-on-2 break. Burdick, beautiful bounce pass to Sumner on the backside. Give the assist to Burdick and the basket to Sydney Sumner. She has 4.
Yeah, just a great ran fast break when you get it out to Burdick, and she drives and makes both defenders commit.
Ball on the floor, there's a scrum. Burdick's gonna hug it. And the arrow, as she is tied up, will keep it here with Chapman. 76 seconds left to go. Gaston, Bear, Josie Bear that is, and Ivy Beck all into the game for Chapman.
Burdick on that, finished that thought on that last fast break, drives right into the paint, and all the defenders suck up, and she just throws a nice bounce pass to Sumner on the inside for the wide open layup.
Rogers being hand checked to the corner. Jade keeps her dribble, and then a foul is going to be called here against Rossville. That will be number 4 here on Maggie Sanders.
Go right to the bench. And going to bring in Brooke Springer for the first time tonight for Rossville after this first free throw.
First free throw is up and good. Rogers' first free throw is up and good. That gives her 6 in the quarter. Second one on the way. Also, that one going home. 14 points. 62-23. 109 left to go. Riley Dick, defender in her face. Tried a little baby hook runner there is the best way I can explain it at the right elbow. That comes off empty, and we're inside of a minute now left to go in the third. Gaston down low. Plays it back out here to Ivy Beck. Beck fires it off left to Josie Bear. Now a leaner and a shot that is up no good. Gaston has it inside, loose ball now. Gaston's gonna pick it back up, and a foul will be called on Rossville. That will result in Chapman free throws.
It's gonna be Nora Burdick, I believe, with just her second foul this afternoon.
62-23. Gaston to the free throw line. First free throw is up, and it rims off no good. Chapman in this game, 3 of 7 from the free throw line. Chance to get to 50% here. They cannot, it's too strong. So an empty trip to the free throw line for the Lady Irish. Rossville will have it back here. They may opt to play for one more shot. 62-23. 37.9 seconds left to go here in the third. Riley Dick comes across the timeline. Now she gets a high screen. She'll deal it off right to Sumner. Now here's a steal. Josie Bear out in the passing lane. First turnover on Rossville here in this game. Bear's initial shot went unanswered, but on the opposite side of the basket, Jay Rogers was running with her. They were able to salvage that and get free throw attempts coming up here for Rogers.
And now the third foul on Nora Burdick, who has gotten back-to-back fouls here in this second half, and first free throw up and good for Rogers.
19.9 seconds left here as we look to close out the third. Second free throw on the way. Rims off, no good. A couple of Rossville players giving chase. It's going to be picked up, now deflected out of bounds. It will stay here with Rossville. That was Tatum Miller with the rebound there for the Dogs. Here comes Riley Dick across the logo, center floor. She'll be picked up by Rogers. Crossover, now a spin move. She gets to the free throw line. Gets it out to Miller for a 3. That might have been deflected. Lands in the lap of Cook. Down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. And Chapman runs out of time as they have a pass right at the buzzer. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter. We're at the end of 3, 62-24. It's the Irish Classic here from Chapman, as presented by Kirsten Ross, Realtor with Homefront Real Estate Group.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Final 8 minutes up on the clock, and it should go relatively fast here. We will only stop for injuries and timeouts on the floor as Rossville enters the fourth quarter with a 30-plus lead. 62-24 is the score. Boy, not a good third quarter, really, for Rossville. Chapman did a nice job. It is 11-10. Rossville still won the quarter by 1, but Chapman playing much, much better here in the second half.
Yeah, now they force a turnover. Back-to-back possessions there.
Here's a shot now put up at the rim, and it's going to be a foul on Chapman. Maggie Sanders will go to the free throw line. She has 8 points so far in this game. Clock will continue to run while she is there. Josie Bear picks up the foul. That is the fourth for her.
Another free throw missed for Rossville, and I know we've touched on it, but you said it. There's not many things that this Rossville team has done wrong, as the second one's going to come up short as well, and now you're going to get a foul on Sydney Sumner. That'll be her fourth off the missed free throw by Sanders.
There's a check of the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Boy, it's another ugly girl score. Topeka Hayden at halftime leading Emporia 35-5. Shot put up on the right-hand side by Chapman. That is no good. That came out of the hand of Ivy Beck.
Oh, and then a foul where it looked like Depew was coming down the floor, and Saunders pulled up to shoot it. She could not slow down and just kind of ran into her right there. So Sanders is going to go back to the free throw line for two more, where she just went 0 for 2.
It's Riley Dick, actually, on the free throw line, 22. It's all right, man. You get the hair over the numbers there. You and I just had this conversation about some college jerseys yesterday, how they put the name at the bottom. We know high school jerseys, most of them don't have names on them, but still, that's a great idea, especially on the ladies' side of things. 2 free throw misses.
Made the first one.
Actually, yep, sorry. I was telling my story about the jerseys and I missed it.
Another turnover by Chapman here. Fast break, Riley Dick. One-handed finger roll off the front of the rim.
63-24. Chapman bringing it up the floor. This time, bringing the ball up the floor was Ivy Beck. It's a young Chapman team. They're going to learn from this. Probably more than anything, it's good practice, right? You get to go against a team that's ranked in the state. You get to see maybe how things could look like and how they should be done is the main thing. As we know, this Rossville team year in and year out, they are very, very good. And now here comes 5 brand new Rossville players. Clock continuing to melt down here, 5:12 left to go. A final from the other gym here in Chapman. The Sacred Heart girls won over Kansas City Bishop Ward 65-11 as we check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. So they're a little bit ahead of schedule of us. Probably have a lot less fouls, I'm guessing, than what we've had to experience here in this game.
Yeah, the foul count was heavy there in the first half, really in the first quarter, that kind of slowed this thing down.
Shot from the top of the key, that's no good for Beck. Rebound long, and it's going to be ran down by Rossville, and a foul called on Chapman. Lily Mitchell all the way over there to get that rebound. And the foul here on Chapman. Jocelyn Depew with it. Number 1 for her. Excuse me, number 2. 4:25 left to go. Quick moving fourth quarter here with a running clock. Rossville looking to go to 3-0 here on the early season. Here's a shot up off the glass by Clara Whitmore, her first basket of the afternoon. Josie Bear off the fingertips, looking down to the baseline to Faith Gentry, and that's a turnover for Chapman.
Now the turnover count on the game, 21 for Chapman, just 2 for Rossville.
Whitmore in the middle of the paint. It's going to play it out to the corner. Now another turnover here on Rossville. They went all the way to 23 seconds left to go in the third quarter before they committed a turnover.
Chapman turns it over again.
Shot put up by Mitchell. That's no good. It goes off the legs of Josie Bear and out of bounds. Good save there by Rossville. And another sub here at the table for the Lady Dogs. It's Brooke Springer coming into the game. She will replace Lily Mitchell. 3:16 left to go. Shot at the free throw line off the front of the rim. No good for Siriana Olsen.
I feel like we just had a jump ball, and I was gonna say it should be.
Well, we're kind of at that point in the contest, right? 65-24.
Yeah, just had a jump ball right here on 2 possessions ago, and now a jump ball here. I think it should be.
You're saying this like you're an official.
Well, the ball's in play, and I wouldn't definitely be still talking to the scores table.
Here's a shot put up on the corner by Rossville. That's no good. Loose ball on the deck. It's going to be picked up now, tied up. A Rossville and a Chapman player both had custody of it. And it's going to be a arrow this time that will go to Rossville. 2:13 left to go. Into the game for Chapman will be Rylan Sinnard. Ivy Beck up to the right-hand side to Sinnard. She lost the basketball. Back the other way comes Rossville. There's a quick shot up in the lane by Phelan Klurman. And that'll go back the other way as it was an air ball and went out of bounds.
Somehow that pass got through in there to Phelan. She did a good job catching it, just kind of got out of control and threw it up there. So now there's still a discussion going on. We just had a jump ball that the arrow has never been changing this whole time. I feel like Chapman has gotten the last 8 jump balls here. There's another turnover by Chapman.
Shot put up, that's no good. Off a couple different hands. Rossville will have it here. Now on a knee, they'll pass it up to the top to Klurman. And Rossville will absorb the foul. Still nobody at the bonus yet as we go inside of a minute left to go. That was the 4th foul on Chapman. Rossville has 1.
And somehow nobody has fouled out of this game yet after the start we had.
Yeah, amazing. Here's Ivy Beck running the ball down after the turnover by Rossville. And now a foul will be called, which a foul might be full of mercy and take us to the end of this game. 65-24 the score.
Gonna go on Klurman, her first. Now clock running, 2 free throws.
First free throw up and good. Looking free throw there by Ivy Beck. That's her first point of the afternoon. Stick with us in post game. We'll go over scoring for you. Also have a Vernon Jewelers gym of the game.
That's the first point in the second half, or in this 4th quarter, excuse me, for Chapman.
Yep, not a lot of scoring either way. The final clock is down to 9, down to 8. Rossville's going to make a baseball pass down the floor. Clock down to 3. In the corner, down to 2, down to 1, and that will be the final. It's a 40-point win for the Rossville Lady Bulldogs as they take care of business here, and they go 3-0 in the Irish Classic. They win things here in Chapman. Rossville now off to a 3-0 start on the season. Chapman falls to 1-2. And this was a game that I think the tone was set, Russ, right out of the gates as Rossville came out. They had a 12-0 lead right from the jump of this game. They built that lead in the first half by as much as 20. They led 25-7 at the end of the first quarter. Their halftime lead, 51-14. Then in the second half, Chapman played much better. Actually kept it a little bit closer in this game, 62-24 at the end of 3. Final score ends up being 65-25. And I don't know that a lot shocked us here in this game. We knew this was a young Chapman team, again, a team with no seniors. It's a Rossville team that is seasoned and really a good team, a fun team to watch every single year. And this is, I'm not saying it's what we expected, but we're not surprised, right?
Yeah, you know, we had this game exactly 1 year ago, and you touched on it. These, really all 5 of whoever's on the floor at the time for Rossville, but Riley Dick and Nora Burdick, if you get a chance to go out and watch these Rossville Lady Dogs play, these two, the chemistry they have, and they will only continue to get better. Freshman and sophomore last year, now sophomore and junior this year, still a lot to learn. There's a lot of things I feel like the head coach could want them to do better. I think free throw shooting is really the only woe you can look at, but you got to say the difference in the first half was obviously turnovers, at 11 turnovers to none, and they finished the game. Chapman with 24 and about 3 back-to-back-to-back turnovers for Rossville. They ended up with 5.
Salina Post Game of the Week brought to you by Equity Bank as we come to you from the Equity Bank broadcast booth. Also Salina Pain Clinic, Messenger Total Promotions, and Sage Products. We are at the transition in between games. When we come back, though, we'll have girls post game for you after a big Rossville victory on the girls' side, 65-25. Take a break. When we come back, we will have more for you here from Chapman's District Gymnasium as you listen and watch the Area Game of the Week on SalinaPost.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store.
We spend 1/3 of our lives working to build our wealth. With over 50 years of combined experience, Billings Group wants to be there to help manage yours. If you're planning for retirement or looking for financial coaching, then come see us on Westchester Drive, east of the YMCA, or visit our website at billingsgroup.com. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory products and services offered by investment advisory representatives through RFG Advisory, a registered investment advisor. RFG Advisory, Billings Group, and Private Client Services are unaffiliated entities.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Back here at Chapman's District Gymnasium in post-game after a big Rossville victory. 65-25, let's go over scoring for you. First, let's look at the Chapman Irish, leading scorer in this game, and really kind of split it out over 2 halves, right? Jay Rogers, 7 in the first half, 8 in the third quarter. She ends up 15 in the leading score for the Chapman Irish. 4 points for Adeline Kirkpatrick, 2 points for Callie Cook, 2 points for Avery Bear, a free throw each for Ivy Beck and Josie Bear. For the Rossville Lady Bulldogs, 23 points on the night for Riley Dick. 16 for Nora Burdick. That's the first game, and they've only played 3, but the first game this season so far that Burdick hasn't cracked 20. She ends up with 16 tonight, but it's Dick and Burdick combining for 39 points. 12 points for Cheyenne Hahn. I thought she was really good this afternoon. 8 points for Maggie Sanders, 4 points for Sydney Sumner, and 2 points for Claire Whitmore. For Chapman, 5 of 12 from the free throw line. For Rossville, 13 out of 30. They left 17 points at the free throw line in this game. Chapman committed 22 turnovers unofficially. Rossville had 4. Rossville committed their first turnover of the game with 23 seconds left to go in the third quarter, which is amazing to me. And, you know, sometimes we pick a player, Russ, sometimes we pick a situation. Obviously, Riley Dick, the way she played today, 23 points for her. But I just say the Rossville team, the way they took care of the basketball and not committing turnovers, committing their very first one with 23 seconds left to go in the third quarter, that is our Vernon Jewelers gym of the game.
Yeah, and I think the most impressive part of that no turnovers, they're almost through 3 quarters, is they don't play slow. Like, they push the ball on misses, on makes. Not very many makes, obviously, for Chapman tonight, this afternoon scoring 25 points, but off the miss, just getting the ball out front, regardless whoever got the rebound, whether it was Nora Burdick, Hahn, you touched on her, the impressive game that she had dealing from the point guard position. So, yeah, I think, you're exactly right. The gem of the game is this whole roster for the Lady Dogs from Rossville.
So this Rossville team, they will continue on in their season now. Wish both teams good luck from here on. Rossville 3-0 in the early going. They're currently ranked 6th in Class 2A by the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association. And Chapman will look to rebound from this. They did get a win against KC Bishop Ward. They come out of the Irish Classic 1-2 on the season. And both teams will look to finish strong next week before taking the break for the holidays. We're at the point where we owe you another break, as we are in transition now between the girls and the guys games here from the Irish Classic. The guys game coming up next, Rossville and Chapman. Could be a good one here at the gym, Chapman's District Gymnasium in Chapman. The Irish Classic is brought to you by Kirsten Ross, Realtor with Homefront Real Estate Group.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits. APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Are you ready to make a meaningful impact? Join our professional healthcare team at Salina Regional Health Center. We're seeking dedicated individuals who are eager to provide exceptional care to our community. Our growing organization offers competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and opportunities for growth. We are committed to supporting you in your career. If you're ready to join a team that values compassion, teamwork, and outstanding patient care, apply now at srhc.com or reach out to me, Tess Madro, in Human Resources. Great careers start here. Salina Regional Health Center, we take care of you so you can care for others.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Welcome back here on SalinaPost.com. Devin Haney along with Russ Kossel. We are about 4.5 minutes away from the starters and the tip. Game number 2 of our doubleheader. It will be Chapman hosting the Rossville Dogs. Chapman comes into this game. They are 0-2, still searching for their first win. So far here in the Irish Classic, they lost to Sacred Heart 75-46. They also lost to Bishop Ward 61-21. Aiden Munoz in the game against Sacred Heart, 17 points. He was the leading scorer for Chapman. Jed Moody was the leading scorer against Bishop Ward with 9 points last night. For Rossville, they come into this game. Last year they were 15-7 after starting 1-3. They had a great rebound to their season, ended up finishing 15-7 under head coach Brandon McDonald. They lost to Chapman in this game 1 year ago, 62-53. Tuesday, Rossville was able to defeat Kansas City Bishop Ward 77-69, but then they lost to Sacred Heart last night, 69-56. Leading scorers in that victory over KC Bishop Ward for Rossville was Jack Donovan with 35 points. With him in the sidecar of scoring was McDonald, as he was able to put up 17 points. So we'll get to see a couple of good scorers for the Rossville Bulldogs as they come in and look for yet another win this season and look to exit Chapman's tournament at 2-1. We'll take one more break. When we come back, we'll have starters for you and the tip. It's the last break before the start of this one here on Salina Post.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store.
We spend 1/3 of our lives working to build our wealth. With over 50 years of combined experience, Billings Group wants to be there to help manage yours. If you're planning for retirement or looking for financial coaching, then come see us on Westchester Drive, east of the YMCA, or visit our website at billingsgroup.com. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory products and services offered by investment advisory representatives through RFG Advisory, a registered investment advisor. RFG Advisory, Billings Group, and Private Client Services are unaffiliated entities.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Back here at Chapman's District Gymnasium, getting ready for game number 2 of our doubleheader. The Irish Classic here on SalinaPost.com is brought to you by Kirsten Ross, Realtor with Homefront Real Estate Group. I want to thank her for jumping on board and making sure we can bring these games to you. And they will always be on demand on SalinaPost.com's YouTube page, as well as live right here as we get ready for this one. Let's go over starting lineups for you. Let's first go for the visiting Rossville Bulldogs. So far 1-0 on the season. Or excuse me, 1-1 on this season. They will start Jacoby McDonald, a 5'5" junior. Also Jack Donovan, a 5'11" junior. Cameron Miller, a 6'4" junior. Brock Bush, a 6'3" senior. And Cameron Badura, a 6'3" senior. Rossville comes into this game coached by Brendan McDonald. For Chapman, under the direction of first-year head coach Drew Kraxner, they will start Drew Elliott, a 5'9" senior, along with Aiden Munoz, a 6' senior. Talon Decker, a 6'1" junior. Brecken Francis, a 6'2" junior. And Jed Moody, a 6'2" senior. Talk about young teams. This Chapman guys team is one of those. Just 2 seniors, actually 3 seniors, I apologize, on the roster. So, Chapman and Rossville, as we get ready to go. So far here, you just missed, or maybe you were here for it, the Chapman girls and the Rossville girls. Rossville wins that game 65-25. Also on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard, we have Sacred Heart girls beating Bishop Ward 65-11. At the end of the third quarter, Hayden's girls leading Emporia 49-10. Washington County over Solomon in girls play 68-17. The boys game at halftime, Solomon leads Washington County 26-22. And an update that just popped in on that girls final, Hayden and Emporia. Hayden wins that game 54-13.
The Bulldogs are led by head coach Brendan McDonald.
So, Russ, I mean, really kind of look at this game. It's Chapman playing 2 really tough teams that we've learned, Bishop Ward and also Sacred Heart, to begin the season. Now here against Rossville, and you get a Rossville team, though, that split with Bishop Ward, winning against Bishop Ward, but losing against Sacred Heart last night. This Chapman team with a first-year head coach, of course, before the holidays, it's always kind of a feeling out process. What do you expect to see here in this game?
I expect it to be physical, very, very physical. When we got here, the junior varsity game was going on, and there was, for lack of better words, just car crashes going on all over the court this afternoon. So I expect it to be physical inside, and I expect it to be high-paced and fast.
So into the center circle, we will have Brecken Francis. He'll jump it up here with Cameron Miller. Rossville wins the tip. Rossville comes out there in their road black jerseys, trimmed in white. A little bit of red on those jerseys. Chapman in their home whites, trimmed in green. There's a shot put up along the baseline. That is no good. Bothered there defensively by Chapman. Here comes Chapman on the run out. All the way to the rack on the left-hand side, and a block up top. Jed Moody attacking the rim. He was turned away by Cameron Miller. Now Rossville back the other way. They want to get it in the paint. Here's a little 10-foot teardrop shot that is up and good. Rossville scores first by Jack Donovan.
Yeah, block on each end to start the game. Brecken Francis was able to get a block on the defensive end, but that led to a fast break where Rossville had no part of that.
Here's a steal, a poke away. Here comes Donovan again. Crossed over, tried to get back to the middle of the floor, but lost the basketball. The 2 teams exchange turnovers there. I think the tone has been set in this game, right?
Yeah, it's going to be fast-paced, up and down, looking to run quick.
Inside, they go to Jed Moody. He takes a power bounce, goes to the basket, up and in. We are even at 2. Rossville with the basketball. They come down. Jacoby McDonald has it. Now he plays it off to the left. There's a couple of dribbles into the free throw line by Jack Donovan. Now back over to the right to McDonald. McDonald wants to drive to the baseline. He hangs off the window. His shot won't go down. Rebound, though, to follow him. No good. Second follow is up and good. Cameron Badura has his first basket of the afternoon.
Yeah, just the bigger man inside. Went up and high-pointed that basketball and brought it back down.
4-2 Rossville. Here's a takeaway now by the Dogs. Second turnover for Chapman. Rossville right down the middle of the lane, switching from right to left hands, and a layup that is up and good by Jack Donovan. He has 4.
Yeah, just a great move. If you're Chapman, you got to pick up the ball a lot sooner than at the free throw line.
Here's another turnover. Rossville takes it away again. Turnover number 3 for Chapman, and a shove in the back will stop play as Chapman commits the first turnover of the game. This will go against Brecken Francis.
Yeah, first foul right there on Chapman as Francis, as they're going to get subs into the game now.
Checking in for the Irish, number 15,
Connor Cody Boss coming in for Chapman.
Entry down low to Rossville. Huge drop step that put the defender off his base. That was a great move down low by Brock Bush.
Yeah, felt the double team, let the double team get there, had the ball high. Double team goes away, big drop step into the middle of the paint, just rises up. Chapman's going to have a struggle with this height from Rossville.
Drew Elliott swung it right, now gets it back. It goes back to the right wing to Talon Decker. Lob pass over the top to Elliott. He'll let a long distance shot fly. That misses badly off a couple of fingertips. Ran down here by Rossville. Here comes McDonald with it. Jacoby McDonald, a little shake and bake. Dropped it off to the lane on the left-hand side. Now Rossville pills it out. They're looking for a secondary break opportunity. Back to the top of the key. Cameron Miller has it. Here's a cutter, a floater that is up. Give the basket and the foul. What a shot by Jack Donovan. I mentioned Donovan against Bishop Ward the other night, Tuesday night, had 35 points, and I think we can see early on how exactly that happens.
Yeah, he looks to attack quick, coming off a far side screen, and the big man out front, Badura was able to find him at the free throw line, and he just takes one dribble and goes right into the defense and gets it to fall, but misses the bonus to come along with it.
Decker guilty of the foul. Chapman has 2 early fouls here. Rossville does not have one yet. 10-2 the score. Early Rossville leads. Skip pass over the top. Chapman trying to work through an offense here. Looks like a matchup zone defense by Rossville. Here's another block inside. Boy, just regulating the inside in there is Cameron Miller and company. McDonald in the corner, now back for a three-pointer that's coming down off the break. It's Jack Donovan again. 9 points for him.
Yeah, just obviously has a green light from anywhere, and that time just wide open on that far side wing. Chapman just unable to pick him up in that fast break.
Lob pass to Moody, high post. He'll take a dribble, try to get in the paint, hit the side of the backboard. Might have been partially deflected again. Nothing easy inside for the Irish. Here come the Dogs from Rossville. They'll skip it over to the right-hand side. Now a big crossover back to the middle of the rim, and a shot that falls off the rim. Cameron Badura that time took a big crossover that went from right to left. He got to the left-hand side of the basket and was fouled. Free throws coming up for Badura.
And that one's going to be on Decker, and now his second team foul here about halfway through the first quarter. But Devin, I'm impressed so far with all 5 on the floor from Rossville, regardless of who has it, just looking to drive from the outside. That time it was Badura catches it about 5 feet behind the three-point line and just puts a big crossover move on Chapman and gets to the rim.
We could almost see this last year though, right? This Rossville team was very young in this tournament. They played Chapman tough in the game that we covered as 1 of 2 at the free throw line for Badura. But Brandon McDonald, the head coach, he's very energetic. He's all over the place during the game. He's fun to watch in itself without the game. But you could see he was trying to do things and trying to build things with Rossville that he just did not quite have the guys there yet. It's fair to say that they are there now. I mean, they are playing very well here, especially to start this game. 14-2, Rossville with a 12-point lead. We have a 30-second timeout here called by Chapman. We will keep it right here with 4:11 left to go in the first quarter.
And you go back to talking about the head coach, for Rossville. We saw him on the bench kind of off to the side of the JV game, letting his assistant coaches kind of run that, but
He had trouble sitting there.
Yeah, he had trouble sitting. He's always up and moving around. But you look at it right now as we can view it, as he is standing there talking, and he's got the respect of all his players. Every time they look at him and he is speaking, they're making eye-to-eye contact. So you got to have player buy-in, for a head coach that is that energetic and that emotional on the sideline, and he has that from these Rossville Dogs.
14-2 our score. It's a 12-point lead for Rossville Herd, not quite halfway through the first period. Muniz will throw it in bounds here as we get started with Chapman working the ball to Drew Elliott. Now back to Muniz. He scored 17 points in the first game of the season for Chapman. He'll work it to the middle of the floor. Left-handed dribble. It's an odd man front here for Rossville defensively. Now a deflection that pokes the ball out of bounds. Once again, Cameron Miller active here defensively. That took the clock down to 3:54 left to go opening quarter.
And it's good guard pressure out front. You're going to get a steal and another turnover right here.
And all the way to the rim, a shot is up and good by Cameron Badura. He has scored the last 3 points for Rossville. Chapman with 4 turnovers.
And it's heavy guard pressure by this zone out front. They're almost daring you as you get another turnover right here.
Backside pressure and a two-handed jam. Cameron Miller about knocked his head on the bottom of the backboard as he went up to flush that one with 2 hands. Now a quick transition for Chapman at the other end. Jed Moody gets his second basket of the game. Transition 3, Rossville, look out, the Dogs can't miss. 5 points for Cameron Miller.
Wow, just fast-paced right there, and Cameron Miller gets that steal wide open, and it's just showtime from, he takes 2 dribbles.
There's a 3 for Chapman off the front of the rim. That's no good. Came from the right wing. Chapman, though, gets their own rebound. Back into Moody on the inside. He dumps it low block. Had a look there, but they kick it back out for a 3-pointer. That ball had absolutely no rotation on it. Maybe one of the weirdest shots I've ever seen. Here's a transition 3 now. Rossville, that's an air ball or a pass. You decide. It ends up in the lap of a Dog standing underneath the basket, and Brock Bush, he made the basket and was fouled. 3-point play opportunity coming up for Bush.
Brecken Francis, now you have 4 fouls for Chapman and 2 players having 2 each right now as they're going to go to the bench. And Jacob Gefeller is going to come in and relieve, but they're going to bring out Connor Cody Boss.
Checking into the Irish, number 32, Jasek Bauman.
Also Jasek Bauman into the game for Chapman. 23-4 is our score. Still waiting on the 3-point opportunity here for Brock Bush. His free throw is up, and it's good. Rossville here in the early going, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 24-4, a 20-point lead for the Dogs. Moody takes the shot along the baseline. It's up and good. He's been the lone spark for Chapman offensively so far. He has all 6 of their points. 24-6 now the score. There's a shot along the baseline, up and good. Jack Donovan continues his scoring ways. He moves into double digits now with 11.
Yeah, just 1 dribble, crossover, pull up, and a very good looking jump shot.
Little give and go. It ends up coming from Bauman to Moody, and Moody scores again. He has 8. Had 9 points last night. It was the leading scorer. Chapman didn't have anybody in double digits against Sacred Heart. There's a loose ball. They pick it up. Bush picked it up and faded away at the same time. Could not get that one to go. Moody now, a runaway train. Block up top against the board. Here comes Rossville coming back the other way. Goes to Miller in the corner. His 3 misses. Here comes Chapman now. They're going to hit the brakes right short of the timeline. 1:35 left to play opening quarter.
And I think it's safe to say that if you're going to go attack the rim and Cameron Miller is down there, you're going to have to put that thing high off the window as he just about hits his head on the backboard every time he jumps up there.
Yeah, there was a brief pause there in that action by Moody. He was asking maybe about slapping the backboard, but that's a rule change this year.
Yeah, and the ball was deflected first, but you're exactly right. It is a rule change, but he just climbs the ladder, and you saw it. You called it on that 2-hand finish that he had off a steal earlier, that he kind of had to turn his head to the side so he didn't hit his head on the rim.
Inside down to go to Bauman. He's going to play it back out beyond the 3-point line. This in the hands of Jacob Gefeller. Now it goes to Dominic Krogman. Krogman has it, surveying this defense. Tries a cross-court pass here. That's risky against this Rossville defense. Down to the short corner. Fadeaway shot is an air ball, but it's going to be picked up by Bauman and put in.
It's a bad blocking out right there as you're going to get a transition 3 missed by Miller.
Rossville back the other way. That basket by Bauman was the first one that was scored by somebody not named Jed Moody for Chapman. And now a turnover by Chapman ends up in a run out here for Rossville. And it's Jack Donovan being fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Donovan off to a sensational start here in this game. 11 first quarter points.
Yeah, what a find right there by Miller. That's an 80-foot pass. He just kind of throws it down out in front. And Donovan's able to run it down somehow and get a shot up as he was underneath the backboard.
Donovan's first free throw is up and good. We mentioned in the brief pregame there against KC Bishop Ward on Tuesday, Donovan had 35. Jacoby McDonald, the point guard, had 17 in that game. He has yet to score.
We have still yet to see somebody knock 2 free throws down from the line or get an and one, as all of them have been missed.
Both games.
Yeah, both games. We're talking all afternoon since we've been here.
Aiden Munoz with it, watching the clock deteriorate here in the first quarter. Down to 20 seconds. 27-10. Rossville gets a poke. It goes into the backcourt. Elliott's going to have to save it. Now he brings it back across to Krogman. He'll work his way back to the middle of the floor. Clock down to 10, now down to 9. High post entry to Bauman. Bauman looking as the ball with him. Here's Munoz. Long distance three off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound inside by Elliott. His put back won't go, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Rossville running literally away with it here in the first. It is 27-10 Dogs, and we're at the end of the first quarter. This is action on Salina Post from the Irish Classic in Chapman. That's brought to you by Kirsten Ross, Realtor with Homefront Real Estate Group here on Salina Post.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
27-10 our score as we start second quarter action. Welcome back to Chapman's District Gymnasium. Devin Haney along with Russ Kossel. Trey Tolley providing that live stream video free of charge. Brought to you by Kirsten Ross with Homefront Realty. Here's a quick shot put up by Chapman about 10 seconds into the clock. That is no good. Here comes Rossville now finding a brand new guy into the game. And it's Will Cook scoring down low.
Yeah, what a find right there by Jacoby McDonald. Just cross-court defense just kind of falls apart, and he absolutely throws a missile to Cook on the inside. Another turnover by Chapman.
Big collision down low. It's taken away. Here comes Rossville back to the other end. A drive by McDonald. He leaves it off. Cook, he has 4. Boy, they have gone to their bench, and they have not lost anything. Makai Jackson also in there for Rossville right now on the floor.
Yeah, McDonald just seeing the floor, really well, distributing it right now. His main target, Will Cook, as a deep three is missed right there by Chapman.
Cook with a rebound. He's going to turn around, hand it off to Jacoby McDonald. If you're going to run like this, you need a great point guard, right? We saw it in the girls' contest. Now we're seeing it here in the guys' contest as Jack Donovan gets his second three-pointer of the afternoon. He has 15.
Yeah, just right where he left off. But, yeah, if you got a guy that can orchestrate your offense from anywhere on the floors, you're going to get a hand check foul on Cook right here. But McDonald, he's a small guy out there on the floor right now, but the first team foul of this game for Rossville.
And again, I go back to seeing them play as aggressive as they are, as kind of helter-skelter defensively as they are. That first foul, that's amazing to me that they have just now picked that up. And it's a full timeout for Chapman. We will step away. It's the area game of the week in coverage of the Irish Classic Tournament, brought to you by Kirsten Ross, Realtor, Homefront Realty here on SalinaPost.com.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
34-10 our score out of the full timeout by Chapman. They trail Rossville here early on in the second quarter. Here's Moody. Gets the inbounds pass from Munoz. His shot up from 12 is no good. Here comes Rossville back the other way.
That might be the first shot Jed Moody's missed all afternoon.
McDonald with it. Pulls up on the right wing, skip pass through the defense, three-pointer up off the back of the heel. That's no good. That might be the first shot that Jack Donovan's missed. He gets it, though, back out to McDonald for three. That's not going to go. Look at Donovan in there on the boards. Boy, they cannot keep him off the boards. They cannot keep him off the scoreboard either. 5 points already here in this quarter, 17 for the game, and there's still 6:08 left to play in the second period.
Yeah, 5'11" guard just comes flying in for the rebound right there.
Shot put up, that's a wild shot, no good. Krugman's gonna scoop it up. His shot attempt is no good. Now a foul on the floor, it looks like. A little push foul here on Rossville as they have just taken their second team foul here in the quarter.
I think it's gonna go on Will Cook there too, so 2 team fouls in this quarter, both of them on Will Cook, and now Rossville gonna go to the bench and bring in 4 subs off the bench.
36-10 is our score. A lot of those subs that just came back into the game were starters. One exception to that rule is Andre Johnson. Here's a wild shot by Chapman at the rim. That's no good. Moody trying to clean it up on the offensive board, and he is fouled. And it looks like Jed Moody will visit the free throw line.
Yeah, first shot was a little hard off the window. Connor Bush going to pick up that foul right there, but that rebound came off pretty hard off the backboard, and Jed Moody was able to get his own rebound and miss the first free throw.
Moody, 8 points in the first quarter for Chapman. He has 8 of their 10 currently on the scoreboard. Southpaw free throw up and good. Got 1 out of 2.
Back into the Irish, number 1, Drew Elliott.
Drew Elliott back into the game. He will replace Isaac Van Meter. 5:49 left to go. Working our way towards halftime here. Game number 2 of our doubleheader.
And it was those early turnovers as you're going to get an easy post move inside from Brock Bush to finish it. But it was that string of about 4 turnovers for Chapman that led to 8 to 11 quick Rossville points in that first quarter that kind of stretched this thing open.
Sacred Heart leading at halftime in the other gymnasium as Aiden Munoz scores his first basket here. Back to my thought as we check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard and go across the hall. Sacred Heart and Bishop Ord at halftime. Sacred Heart has been up by as many as 12 points in this game. They hit the intermission with Sacred Heart leading Bishop Ord 32-23. That game once again at halftime.
Aiden Munoz is going to pick up that foul right there. First team foul this quarter for Chapman. Gefeller back in, as well as like Brecken Francis maybe.
Here's another check of the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. This is a matchup of 2 teams that have been very, very good here recently. Bennington and El Saline in boys play. El Saline leading at the end of the first quarter, 17-14. I bet that is a fun one. Here's a lob pass looking inside. Rossville trying to get it to Cameron Badura, and that is their second turnover of the game.
Yeah, just 1 turnover. Back on that El Saline game, they got a couple kids on that team that are highlight reels around the rim that can go up and flush it anytime they need to.
And they had a dunk contest Tuesday night against Minneapolis. 38-13, here's a 3-pointer that goes off the backboard and in for Chapman. That's Jacob Gefeller with the tray.
If Chapman's going to want to try to chip away at this, they got to find a way to come up with a stop on the defensive end.
Rossville, little step through in the lane. Good move there. Andre Johnson will clean it up and put it in. Andre Johnson off the bench for Rossville puts that one back up and in.
And when Rossville is missing, they're getting second and third chance opportunities at it, having clear height advantage over Chapman. Chapman's going to have to turn around and block out and get a body on somebody.
Near steal there by Rossville once again. It goes into the hands instead of Jacob Gefeller. Now a reaching foul on Rossville as they're being ultra aggressive here. That foul will go against Cameron Badura, and that is his first.
Fourth team foul here in the second quarter, so now Chapman will be shooting free throws the rest of the way for team fouls for Rossville.
They still have 4:06 left to play here in this second quarter. So maybe a way to manufacture some points here for Chapman. There's a shot put up off the inbounds. That's an air ball. Now a run out for Rossville and a finger roll that is up and good. Jack Donovan was eyeballing that one, and kind of in between it looked like a layup and a dunk, and he ends up with a finger roll over the front of the rim.
Yeah, judging by the reaction of the players in the backcourt, they really wanted him to try to throw that one down right there, and they're going to be another turnover. Just the second turnover in this second quarter for Chapman, so cleaning it up a little better, and now 8 on the afternoon.
8-2 the turnover count currently, 42-16. Rossville blitzing Chapman here in this game. Here's a three-pointer, top of the circle. Jack Donovan had a crease of space, and that's all he needed as he puts that one home.
Yeah, you might want to put a hand in his face. Don't leave him any sort of gap. We've seen him drive the ball to the hole and finish at the rim as well as knock down threes.
Bauman inside, got a nice pass from the outside guard. He's going to turn and score. Jasek Bauman, his second basket of the day. Here's another three-pointer. This one hits the front of the, or back of the rim by Miller. Loose ball now, squirts out towards the timeline, and our diving Bulldog goes after it. Unable to keep it in bounds, though. Yeah, guess what? It's Jack Donovan again diving after that ball.
Yeah, and nobody more excited on that hustle play than head coach Brandon McDonald, just cheering, keeping his guys into it, never giving up. They got a big lead right now as they create another turnover.
Donovan takes it away up top, and then he is fouled.
I think that's going to be Decker's third foul in this first half.
So foul trouble starting to show up here for Chapman. 45-18, trouble on the scoreboard. Rossville leading that. Jacoby McDonald right now taking a rest on the bench, so Jack Donovan just slides over and takes up point guard responsibilities. Inside to Bush, there's that big drop step again, Russ. Boy, Brock Bush, he gets it in down low. You can almost count that up. He has some great low post moves.
Yeah, and you're going to get he gets a dunk that time, did Jack Donovan, but they got the hand check up front. But yeah, you talked about it, Bush down on the inside, and the double team comes, and he's very patient. He lets it get there, and then it goes away, and then it's just one drop step. We've seen him go to the right, we've seen him go to the left. Same result for two finish at the rim.
So that foul on Donovan will be the fifth team foul to put Rossville at the limit, and to the free throw line will be Aiden Munoz. He has 2 points already here in this quarter. First free throw attempt of the game, up and it misses off to the left. Second free throw, good. 3 points now for Aiden Munoz. Here's a leaner off the left-hand side by Jack Donovan, and that one's going to be a little bit strong. Foul called on Chapman, and now Donovan will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
And now Francis has 3 fouls as well for Chapman. So now you have Decker and Francis both with 3 fouls, and Donovan once again going to the free throw line.
Donovan's first free throw is up and good.
Checking in for the Irish, number 10.
That's his 10th point of the quarter. He has 22 for the game right now. Second free throw on the way. He got it. And with 2:30 left to go in the second quarter of our second game, we finally had somebody step to the line and make both free throws on a single trip.
Yeah, and they shot a lot of free throws. You're going to get a step back jumper right there for Isaac Van Meter to get that one to go, but we saw Rossville girls shot a lot of free throws in that first game.
Van Meter's first basket of the game for Chapman, 49-21 the score. Here's a little pirouette there in the middle of the paint. A body bump is going to get a traveling violation here out of Rossville. That's their third turnover. And another chance to substitute here for Rossville as Makai Jackson comes back into the game. 49-21 the score. Chapman gets the basketball back. 2:03 left to go here in the second. At halftime, we'll go over numbers from the first half. We'll also get you caught up on what happened in the girls' game earlier today and take a check of the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. That's all coming up here at the intermission in 2 minutes of scoreboard time. Munoz with us, center of the floor, whips it left-hand side to Moody. Jed Moody now trying to work his way towards the baseline. He's going to pass it off to Van Meter. Van Meter underneath the rim, goes up and scores. He was using the rim that time to shield from the defender, and Isaac Van Meter now with back-to-back buckets, but a quick transition game that ends up with Andre Johnson down the floor in his first basket.
Yeah, just quick back-to-back coming up as Johnson almost gets a turnover, deflects that one out of bounds. Chapman will retain it. Chapman will bring in 5 fresh bodies here off the bench for this last 125 in the second period.
51-23. Chapman inbounding here underneath their own basket. Into the game, Benson Smiley for Chapman. He has the basketball, had the basketball, now it's loose on the floor. Rossville diving after it, and here come the Dogs. 1:10 left to go. Johnson on the left. Big Euro step inside, off the board. A little too hard on the shot, but it's going to be picked up and put back in by Jack Donovan.
Yeah, and Jack Donovan right now is just single-handedly on the defensive end, on the offensive rebound, shooting the ball just everywhere. Great pass right there by Chapman.
Nice pass. Jacob Gefeller down low, able to find his teammate, Connor Cody Boss that time.
And that was a
go ahead
foul right there, and Chapman coach Drew Craxner not happy, puts 5 new guys back into the bench as these 5 have been out there for not even a minute and going to get wholesale changes again for Chapman.
Connor Bush guilty of the foul that time. Or excuse me, no, Andre Johnson at the free throw line. That foul was on Chapman, I apologize. That foul was on A.J. Scott for Chapman. Johnson made the first free throw, that gives him 5. Second free throw on the way, no good. Rebound cleaned up by Bauman. 40 seconds left to go here before the break.
Rossville, this is an impressive zone defense that they've had, just long arms and active out front.
There's a loose ball, it's up for grabs. Johnson rolling down the floor and his feet moving really, really fast to try to keep that one in. Put a hand down, and I think the official called traveling, which is be a horrible call. I hope he stepped out on the baseline.
Yeah, he did. His right foot came back down out of the baseline, but that'll go down as a turnover in the stat sheet. But I think you're okay with that one as a hustle play down the floor.
Yeah, that ball was tipped on Chapman's offensive end, popped up near the half-court stripe, and then it became a melee to see who would get it. Clock here in the second quarter down to 6 seconds. And a traveling violation here on Chapman. We'll give it back to Rossville with 4.3 seconds left to play in the half.
Now with 12 turnovers, 6 in each quarter right now for Chapman. Oh,
there's a wide open man for Rossville, and they're going to end the first half with a 2-hand dunk. Cameron Miller. Boy, Chapman's entire bench was telling the defense to get up and pressure Rossville. Well, 5 guys got up and they left Cameron Miller all by himself, and Rossville dunks to end the first half of play. We are at the break, 56-25. Our score, Rossville cruising here in this game as they have a 31-point halftime lead. Boy, this is a lot like the girls' game, right, Russ? I don't know that we expected this out of the guys' game, but I'm thoroughly impressed with Rossville here so far.
Yeah, 12 turnovers to 4, 12 for Chapman, just 4 for Rossville, and it's been the transition, right? Rossville is getting turnovers that are leading to wide open layups, 2 dunks, and just a complete breakdown on the defensive end to end that half as Cameron Miller just leaks out over here by the scorer's table, and Andre Johnson just throws a baseball pass, 1 dribble, 2-hand slam.
We'll step away. We'll take a timeout here at halftime. When we come back, we'll check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. We will also go over scoring from the first half. 56-25, our score, Rossville leading Chapman in the boys game at halftime right here on SalinaPost.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store.
We spend 1/3 of our lives working to build our wealth. With over 50 years of combined experience, Billings Group wants to be there to help manage yours. If you're planning for retirement or looking for financial coaching, then come see us on Westchester Drive, east of the YMCA, or visit our website at billingsgroup.com. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory products and services offered by investment advisory representatives through RFG Advisory, a registered investment advisor. RFG Advisory, Billings Group, and Private Client Services are unaffiliated entities.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Back here at Chapman's District Gymnasium, it's the Irish Classic, and it's proudly sponsored here on SalinaPost.com by Kirsten Ross, Realtor with Homefront Real Estate Group. Halftime of the boys game, 56-25 is our score here at the intermission. Let's go over scoring for you from the first half of play. For Chapman, 9 points for Jed Moody, 4 points for Jasek Bauman, 4 points for Isaac Van Meter, 3 points for Jacob Gefeller, 3 points for Aiden Munoz, and 2 points for Connor Cody Bass. For the Rossville Bulldogs, 24 points already for Jack Donovan, 9 points for Brock Bush, 7 points for Cameron Miller, 5 points for Cameron Badura, 5 points for Andre Johnson, 4 points for Will Cook, and 2 points for Andre Johnson. Actually, check that. Andre Johnson has 7. I wrote him down twice in my book. So he has 7 there. So Andre Johnson came off the bench and liked the way he plays as well. Free throw shooting looks like this. Chapman Irish 2 of 4 from the free throw line. They did not shoot any free throws in the first quarter. Rossville 6 of 10 from the charity stripe. Turnovers, Chapman with 11 and Rossville with 4 here at the break. Once again, this is coverage from the Irish Classic in Chapman. It's brought to you by Kirsten Ross, Realtor with Homefront Real Estate Group. When we come back, we'll go over scores from across the area, some Saturday games going on in high school basketball, and we will check those scores for you on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard as halftime rolls on right here from Chapman.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store.
We spend 1/3 of our lives working to build our wealth. With over 50 years of combined experience, Billings Group wants to be there to help manage yours. If you're planning for retirement or looking for financial coaching, then come see us on Westchester Drive, east of the YMCA, or visit our website at billingsgroup.com. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory products and services offered by investment advisory representatives through RFG Advisory, a registered investment advisor. RFG Advisory, Billings Group, and Private Client Services are unaffiliated entities.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Back here as we round out halftime, Devin Haney along with Russ Kossel, 56-25. It's a dominant performance so far for the Rossville Bulldogs. And, man, if we knew we were going to kind of see this up-tempo amount of play today between these two Rossville teams, Russ, I mean, this is really impressive. Girls and boys, it's almost like the boys team has taken a page out of the book of the way the girls have been playing the last couple of years.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and it's fun to watch. It's not the sloppy, just get out and run, fast break, look for somebody to turn it over, shoot layups. I mean, only 4 turnovers. There are 3 in the second quarter, 1 in the first quarter. So controlling the ball very well, but getting high percentage shots. We've seen 3 dunks and just countless layups at the rim.
Start out Rossville with the basketball. They get it in to Jack Donovan. He already has 24 points in this game. They'll play it off now, left-hand side, Cameron Miller. Looking back inside to Donovan, he was covered up. Now it ends up with Badura. He's going to turn and score. Cameron Badura has 7 points. 58-25. Rossville starting out strong here in the third quarter.
Yeah, just really impressive post moves down on the inside by everybody on this Rossville team. And the guards do a good job of finding those big guys inside.
You always like that as a coach, right? You come out, whether you're on offense or defense, you come out of the locker room, you just talked about whatever, and then you go execute that.
Yeah, and you just come out, you know you get the ball to start the second half, and you obviously have a set play called to get it in bounds. And they do a good job of finding Badura on the inside, and they double team him, it clears out, and he just puts one move on.
Here is a bounce pass inside. Chapman, Talon Decker, coming down the lane. Here's a lob pass now for a dunk. Cameron Miller going up and finishing that one. The feed from Jacoby McDonald.
Yeah, and the way Jacoby McDonald can see the floor, regardless of who's running, just a 2-on-1, and he throws it up, and Miller just goes and finds it and throws it home.
Chapman had it inside, tried to kick it outside, and it's going to be thrown away. Jed Moody got in a bad spot, and he had nowhere to go, and he turns the basketball over for the 12th time for Chapman. That's the first one here in the third quarter.
Yeah, just not where you want Jed Moody to catch the ball. Obviously more comfortable inside the paint area.
There's a hanging shot off the window and good. I mentioned Jacoby McDonald had 17 points against Bishop Ward on Tuesday. He hasn't scored yet in this game, but that shot there was high off the window as he was able to score and get the foul.
And that foul's going to go on Muniz, I believe, his second foul.
Free throw is up, no good. McDonald could not complete the three-point play. Back down the floor, here comes Chapman, 62-25, just underway here third quarter, 6:43 left to go. Munoz saved a ball from going into the backcourt and having a violation. Now he's going to drive, get it down in the short corner to Moody. Moody turns it over, trying to find a streaker again, coming down the side of the paint. Here's a drive all the way down Broadway, and a shot is up, no good. Deflected and taken away by Chapman as Cameron Miller that time was all gas, no breaks. Now a foul in the open floor. Cameron Miller reaching in, committing that foul against Jed Moody.
Yeah, just his first team foul of the game, and you and I kind of touched on it. Same in the girls' game. As aggressive as these Rossville teams play, they don't foul a lot.
Munoz unleashes a three off the inbounds. That's no good. Deflection and the rebound taken in here by Cameron Badura. Down the lane, here comes Miller. Leaner, big body bump though, got him the foul. He'll go to the free throw line as the foul is on Chapman's Jacob Gefeller.
Foul against the Irish, number 30, Jacob.
His first team foul as well of this game, and now, man, Cameron Miller gets that ball across half court, and it's 2 dribbles, and he's at the front of the rim as he gets the first free throw to go down.
Miller has 3, now moves into 3 in the quarter, I should say. Now moves into double digits for the game. Waiting on the second attempt to come here. Free throw up and good. Thank you, Mr. Miller. We've seen that twice today, where somebody stepped to the line and made both of their free throws on that trip. Gefeller. Bounce pass inside, now down low. Nice little feed that time for Chapman as Brecken Francis turned and kind of flipped it over his shoulder to Jed Moody, who now is in double digits with 11.
What a great drive right there by Jacoby McDonald. Just puts a little hezzy move on there, and Brecken Francis is going to pick up his 4th foul now as he kind of just puts a head and shoulder fake, keeps his dribble, takes 1 dribble and rises up and gets clobbered as he goes up for the layup.
To the free throw line, Jacoby McDonald. 2 of 3 from the stride. Missed the first free throw here.
Into the Irish, number 10.
Sorry, he's 0 of 1 from the stride before that one. 0 of 2 for the game.
I understood what you were saying.
Tried to complete the three-point play. I put all that together in my head. And of course it didn't make sense to anyone but me. Here's another free throw, up and good. That's his first make of the game. He's now 1 of 3, all in this quarter. 65-27. Rossville stripping the ball away. Now it's on the ground. Chapman, though, gets down and dirty after it. Moody underneath along the baseline drive, tried to get underneath the goal and finish it on the other side. He could not. Now here the spin move, and a nasty, nasty move by Jacoby McDonald. He put the defense of Chapman in the spin cycle that time and put it in off the glass.
Yeah, and then almost gets a near takeaway down here, but what a move right there on the far side by Jacoby McDonald, and he just, had no intentions of slowing down. Gets the hesitation dribble, and Coach McDonald just giving him a little smile as he checks out of the game.
67-27. Here's an open three, right-hand side. That's no good for Chapman. A rebound taken up high by Brock Bush. Now the runaway train again. Cameron Miller gets in the lane, and Chapman forced to foul him again. I say forced to foul him. What else are you going to do with that? Cameron Miller is coming down the floor. You need to stop him before he gets downhill like that. But when he has that kind of momentum, he's not stopping until he scores, is fouled, or both.
Yeah, you got to find a way to step up and force him to make a move before he gets so deep in the paint right there as he misses the first free throw. But he got the outlet pass here right in front of us, not even a half court yet, and just two big dribbles before anybody even thinks about picking him up.
Left both the free throws at the line. Rebound, though, by Bush. His putback won't go. Second attempt by Bush won't go. Gets another rebound. Third attempt by Bush is in. Brock Bush and his bench giving him a Bronx cheer. Hey, you can't get all the rebounds unless you get those, right?
Yeah, you got to pad your stats a little bit. Got away with a little bit of a travel right there. Did Chapman, but Miller coming up with a rebound, and now you got your number one post player leading the fast break once again.
That's one thing I love about this group. It seems that most of them are interchangeable, right? You see guards playing out top. You see them settling inside. You see post players playing out top, handling the basketball. It's a fun team to watch, and it looks like they're somewhat interchangeable pieces, which is a tough matchup.
Yeah, it makes it tough to guard when you can have a guy 6'3", 6'4", leading the break, and then he can, as soon as one pass, he posts up inside and puts that monster drop step on you and just rises up above everybody else.
69-27. Here's a takeaway by Rossville. And all the way to the rim is going to be Will Cook. He came in the second quarter and scored two baskets right away.
Yeah, those two baskets assisted on great by McDonald in that first half, but that time he just takes it and runs with it. He gets the rebound inside, and that's once again your post player. He's only 5'10", but he's built like, in football terms, a defensive end, and he just takes that one down the floor and goes right up and scores.
Rossville slapped the ball out of bounds. Could have been another runaway there, but it is saved, and it stays right here. Here's a three-pointer, Munoz. That one rims off, no good. Rebound on the backside, taken in by Badura for Rossville. Here comes Cameron Badura, and that's exactly what I'm talking about there, Russ. You see guys getting rebounds down low and then coming out, and they're just handling the ball. There's no need for an outlet.
Yeah, and a missed dunk right there leads to a long rebound. And Rossville able to knock down the three after the long rebound.
Dalen Dick on the three-pointer for Rossville as he has just checked into the game.
Chapman turns it over once again. Now their fifth turnover in this third quarter.
3:27 left to go in the quarter. Rossville might be looking at 100 here in this game. I know sometimes scoring gets slowed down late because of substitutions, but there's still 3:27 left to go here in this third. They had 56 at halftime. 3:23 left to go down in the third. They have 74. And I don't see a lot of drop-off when they go to the bench. Here's a three-pointer, top of the circle by Donovan. That's no good. He is still looking for his first points here in the second half after scoring 24 in the first half. Donovan now floating on the right-hand side. That won't go down either in the middle of the Chapman double team. Here's Chapman on a run out and a deflection out of bounds. They will not get the basketball, but stopping the break that time for the Dogs was Landon Lewis.
Yeah, coming in off the bench, did a good job getting back. Chapman thought they had a runaway there, and Lewis able to rise up and tip that ball out of bounds to reset the play here for Chapman.
Elliott has it in the corner. He's going to work his way back around the perimeter. Near steal now. Elliott's going to save it, though, for Chapman. Good job there. Inside. They will dump it off again to Jed Moody, and he will be fouled on the floor for Rossville, just their second team foul here in the third quarter.
Third foul on Will Cook.
His third, team second.
Rossville going to the bench again. Going to give Donovan a break here.
James Winch comes into the game. Quick pass for Chapman, quick shot off the inbounds, no good, and a foul will be called here on Connor Cody Boss.
Free throws coming now for Rossville. I believe it's going to be Will Cook at the free throw line.
His first team fifth.
Cook has not shot free throws yet.
No pressure to knock down two.
I think that pressure was relieved a long time ago. First free throw off the front of the rim, no good.
Cook will step to the line here for his second attempt, 27-74. Rossville, 2:44 left to go. Second free throw a little hard. Chapman looked like it went off a Chapman player running the rebound down, but they're going to give the ball to Chapman.
Update on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard at halftime. The Clifton Clyde boys are up on Chase County 39-16. Also, Emporia leading Hayden at the end of the first in boys play, 14-13.
You're going to get a foul here. Dalen Dick will be his first team foul, or first personal foul, third team foul. Rossville still nowhere near the line. Going to get the ball into Elliott. Kick out to Jed Moody. Drive, 1-2, blocked on the floor, so it's going to come from behind as Will Cook obviously had a clean block there on Jed Moody. That call going to go against John Henry.
Number 14, John Henry.
His first, team fourth now, so team fouls adding up now for Rossville in this third quarter.
Chapman nearly losing the ball out of bounds, waiting on the official to make a call. They're going to say it stays here. Here's a girls' final for you. Ellsworth and Russell. Ellsworth wins that game 62-50. And an update on the Emporia Hayden game, 27-23. Emporia leading Hayden at halftime on the boys' side. Here's a three-pointer put up by Chapman. Cody Boss on the left-hand side. That's no good. Rebound taken in by John Henry. Here come the Dogs back running the other way. 2:04 left to go here, third quarter. Back into the rim and a layup, finger roll style by Landon Lewis for Rossville. 76-27.
Rossville starting to spread the scoring out now. Just about everybody who's been in the game has been able to find some sort of points here this afternoon.
Here's a shot up off the back of the rim. That's no good.
What a pass there by Landon Lewis down on the inside. And just unable to finish was Dalen Dick.
So free throws coming up here for Rossville. James Winch will go to the line.
Missed the first one.
The last foul on Elliott, his second.
Checking into the Irish, number 11, Talon Decker.
Talon Decker back into the game here for Chapman. 1:38 left to go here in the third. And just like the girls' game, we expect the fourth quarter to be a quick moving quarter with a running clock. Second free throw up, no good as well. But Cook brings the rebound out offensively for Rossville.
Just winning every loose ball right now is Rossville.
There's a floater at the right-hand side and a foul called. More free throws coming up here for the Dogs.
I think that foul's going to go on Decker. That will be his fourth personal as well. And about the 9th team foul in this quarter for Chapman. Gets the first free throw to go.
And number 30, Jacob Goodfellow.
His first points, Henry's first points of the game, 6'2" junior.
Second one on the way. Also twisting in. John Henry, 2 free throws at the stripe. 1:21 left to go here in the third period.
Somebody can make another turnover by Chapman. If somebody can go up and knock down 4 free throws in a row, they may earn themselves a spot in confrontation for the player of the game here.
Yeah.
This is Chapman's 7th turnover. 19 turnovers in this game. Block inside, Will Cook tried to go up for that one. Just a trio of Irish right there. Transition 3, no good. Lewis comes down with a rebound. Jed Moody knocks it out of bounds.
52 seconds left to play here in the third, 78-27. Dalen Dick will bring it across the center court stripe. He'll fire it off right. Now an entry pass inside. What a beautiful move and a pass inside to Cook. He cannot get the shot to go down, though, and Chapman trying to come out with it a little too quickly. Drew Elliott got his feet crossed up and went down with another turnover. 40 seconds left to go here in the third. Lob pass at the rim and a catch and a shoot without even coming down on the floor. Landon Lewis, he has 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, just catching him sleeping right there. Nothing fancy. You just drop a guy back and lob it up to him, and he catches it at the high point, does a good job of not bringing it down and going up and just throwing it up.
Here's Lewis with the rebound. Long outlet pass now. It goes up the floor, and a foul will be called. Free throws coming up here for Dalen Dick. Well, you can see it doesn't matter who's on the floor for Rossville. They are programmed to grab and go. Rebound, get up the floor as quickly as you can.
Yeah, and it's been everybody as the first free throw is going to crawl off the rim for Dick. And yeah, and we've seen it. And you look at the stature out there of right now, and you've seen Lewis, who is built solid, leading fast breaks. Will Cook, who you would consider a post player out there, leading fast breaks. We saw him take one coast to coast as he gets the second free throw to go.
7 points. Excuse me. 1 point for Dalen Dick.
Another turnover by Chapman. Rossville turns it right back over and is unable to get a shot off.
And that is the end of the third. Rossville continues to roll away. We're at the end of the third period. Rossville leading Chapman 81-27. Back with fourth quarter action. After this, it's the Irish Classic on SalinaPost.com.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
At Vernon Jewelers, we are celebrating 140 years of our family serving yours, serving you with the best in prices, quality, and the service to back it up. You can trust us for your unique custom pieces and any repair you may need. And just because we've been around for 140 years doesn't mean we are old and out of touch. It just means we're really good at what we do. Now is the time to shop for the holiday. Come see us in downtown Salina and look for the iconic Vernon Jewelers sign on Santa Fe, here for you since 1884.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Welcome back here, fourth and final quarter from Chapman. It's the Irish Classic early season tournament, and it's brought to you by Kirsten Ross, Realtor with Homefront Real Estate Group. Devin Haney along with Russ Costle, Trey Tolley providing that live stream video free of charge on SalinaPost.com and Salina Post YouTube page, 81-27. Russ, the big problem here for Chapman is Rossville continues to score. They had 25 points in that third quarter. Chapman had 2.
Yeah, Chapman with 9 turnovers, Rossville just with 1, and Chapman starts off this quarter just like they did the third quarter with a turnover.
And Rossville coming down the floor, trying to get it inside around the basket. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, and we'll stay here with the Dogs.
10 Rossville Bulldogs have scored this afternoon.
Yeah, like I said, when they go to the bench, there just doesn't seem to be that much of a drop-off. They've only committed 5 turnovers in this very up-tempo, high-paced game. And they are impressive.
Just as we say that, they unforced turnover out front. Chapman will get the ball back. Obviously running clock here in this fourth quarter.
Chapman will work it over to the left-hand side. Gefeller with it. Now to Moody along the baseline. Moody in a trap. Comes underneath the basket to Bauman. Bauman couldn't handle that. Looked like he started to step into the goal before he had full custody of the ball. And popping up off the bench, Aiden Munoz will come back in. He will replace Bauman.
Yeah, and really for Chapman, the scoring tonight's been, Jed Moody. He has 11. Nobody else has more than 4 for Chapman. Of course, Jack Donovan with 24 in that first half. Did not score in the third quarter. Probably will not see the floor in this fourth quarter.
81-27. Here's a pass inside, and it's going to be another 2 points for Will Cook.
Cook now with 8 points on the afternoon. Another Chapman turnover. Cook again on the fast break.
And a block up top, but a foul on one of those Chapman defenders there as Cook was very aggressive going at the basket. It's going to go against Isaac Van Meter. His first. And Will Cook stepping to the line. 8 points for him so far in this game. Clock continues to roll down. First free throw is up and good.
Cook now 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Went 0 of 2 on his last trip in the third quarter. See if he can get that magic second one to go in.
Off the heel, high bounce, rebound taken in by Chapman. Brecken Francis that time, up high for the rebound. Here comes Elliott across the timeline. He'll work it off back left. Now throw it back to the right-hand side. Munoz for a 3 off the front of the rim. It almost bounced in, though. And the rebound on the floor picked up here by Cook. Rossville back to their offensive end with it. Dalen Dick, a 3-pointer and a free throw in that third quarter, has 4. He has the basketball now, off to the right-hand side. Ball knocked free, taken away, and a foul in the backcourt there. Nice defense that time by Chapman's Talon Decker, as he was able to manufacture just the 3rd turnover of the half on Rossville.
Landon Lewis going to pick up his first foul, first team foul here. You mentioned it, a quick-moving fourth quarter, almost halfway through already.
4:34 left to go. Earlier today, Rossville beat Chapman on the girls' side of things as well, 65-25. There's a sprint out to center court, and they're going to call over and back, and a turnover here for Chapman, 11th of the half. 22 for the game.
Yeah, I have that as their 4th turnover now in this fourth quarter. And now you're going to get hockey changes again, as you're going to get both teams going to go to their bench now with 4 minutes left to go here in this ball game.
Think about it, we're seeing everybody.
We have seen everybody. Stat sheet's going to run out of room here in a minute.
Mine is a minor mess. There's a drive off the foot, and now a charging foul. That will be the fourth foul for Will Cook.
Yeah, good job stepping over there. So I'm able to tell which Irish player that was, but stepped right under there and just ate that charge there on the inside. Will Cook's not a small guy to take a charge from.
Just like the rest of the Dogs, though, he is aggressive. Here's a ball that's tipped up in the air by Cook. Chapman's going to keep it. Krugman now has it beyond the 3-point line. Now they'll fire it off left. A drive into trouble for Chapman. Now back out to Krugman. He'll swing it to Van Meter, right-hand side. Van Meter will collect the defense. Now back out. Bauman has it, mid lane, left-hand side, and a foul will be called here that will send Bauman to the free throw line, as Jasek Bauman will try to get the first points of the fourth quarter for Chapman with 2:50 left to go.
John Henry gets his second team foul, and now, second personal, 3rd team now on Rossville.
Stay tuned after the game. We will have a quick turnaround. We'll go over final stats for you. Also a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the game. And a last check of the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. First free throw up and out, rattling out of there for Jasek Bowman.
And Chapman here with just 2 points in the second half. That came early as that free throw counted, but he stepped over the line. He thought it was going to be short, but I don't think that's a nod against Chapman. It's just the defensive pressure that has been there from Rossville this whole game.
Bauman made the second free throw, but the official waved it off, said he went over the line before the ball was in contact with the goal. Inside 2 minutes now left to go. 1:55 left to play as we round out the Irish Classic here in Chapman. Here's a drive by Dalen Dick. Now he shuts it off, comes back out. Lob passes it to Lewis on the far side. That cross-court pass now deflected by Chapman, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, A.J. Scott almost had a runaway with that one, just a tad late. Coach McDonald got a big lead, still not happy with those inadvertent passes that are going across the court. That was Dick for three, nothing but the bottom of the cup right there. As a hand in his face, and he's still able to knock that one down. 7 points now for Dick.
87-27. Chapman with the basketball. Skip pass over to the left as we approach the 1 minute mark. Three-pointer up, no good. Fight for the rebound, being tapped around. We're going to have a foul on Chapman.
No, I think you're going to get a foul on...
Yep, she pointed the wrong way.
John Henry. Yeah, you were right. But this has been a Rossville team, Devin, that has played zone defense this whole game and has forced that many turnovers. When you're that active and got that many athletes out on the floor, you can afford to play zone defense the whole game.
Yeah, but they mix it up, though, with their actions, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it is really kind of, I want to use the word amoeba, maybe. You can't diagnose it as an even front or an odd front, and they just move around. They're very fluid with it, and their rotations are fantastic, honestly.
And you're going to get a run-out foul right here on Chapman. That foul will go against Benson Smiley, 6'2" sophomore that is coming to the game, and that will probably round this game out.
I think it's best for everyone if it is.
Yeah.
So Rossville comes in and they put on a show here today on a Saturday in Chapman. They take both the girls and the guys games. We'll be back with a quick post game here after this 60-second timeout. We'll go over final numbers for you and a quick check of the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. It's all coming up after this here on SalinaPost.com.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
At Vernon Jewelers, we are celebrating 140 years of our family serving yours, serving you with the best in prices, quality, and the service to back it up. You can trust us for your unique custom pieces and any repair you may need. And just because we've been around for 140 years doesn't mean we are old and out of touch. It just means we're really good at what we do. Now is the time to shop for the holiday. Come see us in downtown Salina and look for the iconic Vernon Jewelers sign on Santa Fe, here for you since 1884.
This is Eagle Radio Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Well, the Sacred Heart Knights already in the gym as we check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard because they got a victory across the way in the second gymnasium here at Chapman. And Sacred Heart 3-0 in the Irish Classic here as they are able to get a victory today over Bishop Ward, 61-48. Other scores on the scoreboard. The third place game, end of the third quarter, Clifton Clyde leading Chase County and Harrington 51-24. Here it was the Rossville guys beating Chapman 87-27. Final scoring for you, Jed Moody for Chapman with 11, 4 points for Jasek Bauman, 4 points for Isaac Van Meter, 3 points for Aiden Munoz, and also Jacob Gefeller, 2 points for Connor Cody Bass. For the Rossville Bulldogs, 24 points for Jack Donovan. All of those came in the first half. Nobody else in double digits except for Cameron Miller, who had 11 and a couple of fantastic dunks. 9 points for Will Cook, 7 points for Dalen Dick, 7 points for Cameron Bedour, 7 points for Andre Johnson. Also, 5 points for Jacoby McDonald, 4 points for Landon Lewis, and 2 points for John Henry. Free throw shooting looked like this for Chapman. 2 of 4 from the free throw line. They were way outshot by Rossville at the free throw line. Also turnovers heavily in the favor of the Dogs as well. Just 7 turnovers for Rossville, 23 for the Chapman Irish. Russ, and I think you and I both leave the gym today extremely impressed with both of the teams we saw from Rossville.
Yeah, and you know, you talked about it in last year, back to the girls' side, where they run into Silver Lake twice in Class 3A and just unable to get over that hump. Well, now Rossville down in Class 2A. So I think both of these teams could be a force going forward. The girls especially, just all 5 on the floor hustling everywhere. And this guys team, whenever you have five people on the floor and led by, you know, Jacoby McDonald only had 5 points, but you know, the way he sees the floor and the assist and the way Jack Donovan played, didn't see the floor hardly at all in the second half, as he scored all 24 of his points in the first half. And if you go to the Verdon Jewelers gym of the game, you only give up 27 points. I think you got to give it just like we did to the Lady Dogs, as well as these Rossville on the men's side. It's got to be the whole roster that's been out on the floor. The defense, they played that, you know, it's a zone when you look at it, but you touched on it. It's more of like a matchup zone where they just kind of fly around. But, you know, obviously on offense, when you get a guy in Jack Donovan that can score 24 and a half, and you got guys that can play above the rim, that we saw Cameron Miller, you know, Brock Bush, everybody on the inside, and even the guys coming off the bench that gave them good minutes. So just an all-around good afternoon here in Chapman for the Rossville Dogs.
Yeah, just impressive the way that both teams were able to attack. They also got after things defensively where, you know, you're sitting here, and again, I said it during the girls' game, like you're waiting on the good with the bad, right? I mean, that's kind of how up-tempo teams are sometimes, especially teams at the high school level. You get the turnovers along with the points and the fast breaks. We didn't see that tonight out of this Rossville team. Very clean with the basketball.
Yeah, and you talked about it. I mean, Rossville less than, 4 turnovers in the first half, 3 to 4 in the second half, and it was the same on the women's side. And it is a fast-paced game. As they get the ball, whether it's off a made shot, a miss, a made free throw, a dead ball, they are looking to push and get the ball up the floor, and that's exactly what they did here this afternoon.
So that'll do it from Chapman, 87-27 on the guys' side, 65-25 on the girls' side. We'll have another busy schedule for you as we will head into the holiday break next week. Stay tuned to SalinaPost.com for all of that action. For Trey Tolley on video, Russ Kossel, my name's Devin Haney, saying thank you for joining us for games from the Irish Classic Tournament. Be safe this weekend, and we will talk to you next week.
This has been a presentation of Eagle Radio, Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Salina Regional